Hello everyone and welcome to Build Up to a Game. It's West Ham United against Everton. Kickoff 1 hour and 5 minutes away, which means lineups are 5 minutes away. Gonzo, how are you doing today?
Yeah, very well, thanks, mate. Yourself?
I'm not too bad. I've been busy. I had to Sky the picture video this morning. I was a bit hectic, but
we had a good time. Don't worry.
That's all right then. Show off. Anyway, but yeah, I'm feeling good. Did you catch some of the Brighton stuff earlier? Did you see what happened in the Brighton game earlier?
Only because people were texting about it.
Yeah. So those of you who don't know, Brighton played Wolves earlier. Lewis Dunk got sent off, and then Neil Maupay got sent off after the game, which means they're both suspended, pending no appeal. But having watched the game, Lewis Dunk will not get his red card rescinded. Depends what Neil Maupay said. He got sent off after the full-time whistle for something he said to the referee. But assuming both heads stand, they will both miss next weekend when West Ham take on Brighton. So a bit of good news for us for next weekend. Go to the main striker out and the main centre-back out, the captain out.
I'd like to know what he said. Maybe he said after the game, when we play West Ham, I'm going to go on a Hammers Chat review.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll just turn up. Unexpectedly turn up.
Maybe that's why he got sent off, so that he could come on.
Yeah, he can join us. He could do the whole watch-along, can't he?
It depends. He doesn't come across as a warming kind of bloke, does he?
Does he not? Cold, nasty.
Do I think?
No, I don't know. I've never met him, but never heard him speak on telly.
No, I'm going off what I've seen on the pitch. I put him in the category as Zaha.
He dives. I know he dives. He does dive.
Oh, he's just the whole game. They could be 4-0 up, and he'd be complaining they're not 5-0 up, and he just always just I'm not surprised he got sent off for something he said to the referee. I don't know what he said. It's obviously pretty bad. But yeah, he's just one of those players that I just look at and I think, I dislike you. I dislike that kind of person. But anyway, forget about Brighton until next weekend. We've got a game on our hands today. Going to huge game. Chelsea winning last night. Slightly disappointing, but I have to say, expected. You've seen the lineups. Pep made 9 changes from the side during the week that won in the Champions League. I don't blame him at all. He's got to look after Man City's interests. We cannot expect another team like City to put out their first 11. There's no need for him to put out his first team. Also, the less clues he gives to Tuchel ahead of the Champions League final, the best, right? Surely, between now and the end of the season, Pep's almost got to field 5 first-team players and 6 rotated every single game in order to keep Chelsea guessing as to what they're going to do. Whereas Chelsea, given the position they're in with the Champions League, they're going to have to play their first team as often as possible, and Pep's going to be able to analyse them perfectly ahead of the Champions League. I can completely understand why Pep done it, but a massive win for us on Friday night with Newcastle thumping Leicester.
Amazing.
So while Chelsea looked difficult to catch, I think Leicester City all of a sudden they're looking like the ones who might just get them. I still think
when they're running, Gio, particularly when they're running, it's and they're going to be worried about last season because they were in the top 4 last season and dropped out. So it's not like a completely different squad, is it? So yeah, I think there's going to be a little bit of squeaky bum from them. Certainly, there's far more pressure on Leicester than us. I mean, I know they shouldn't have won. Well, they should have won the Premier League. I know they didn't expect to win the Premier League, and it was unexpected, but they did, and they did play in the Champions League, and they're sort of up there. I think people expect them to finish in the top 4 now, and that is pressure. That people don't expect us to finish in the top 4, so it's going to be really, really interesting.
Yeah, I think they're the ones we're going to get. I'm a bit worried, right? A few weeks ago, I kept saying we would catch Leicester, right? So a few weeks ago, I did a bet at 30-1 for it to finish Man City, Man United, Chelsea, West Ham. And I only put a tenner on, but after we got beat by Newcastle, my cash out was like £10.40p, and I took it.
Oh, no. So you made 40 pence?
Yeah, now I'm looking at it thinking,
Happy days.
That's your ACA for the week sorted. But I'm just looking at it, and every sort of result happens, I think that bet's going to land now. I've just cashed out a £300 winning bet. Yeah. But anyway, before we get the lineups, just a massive thank you to Sir Daddy for his couple of dollars. He said, did look me and call Aguero before the game. It was a horrific penalty, wasn't it? Jesus, that was just... He had a nightmare because he sort of fluffed it for the goal. You know, he took a really bad touch, and he was trying to say to Raheem Sterling as if Well, you stole my goal, mate. I was lining myself up. I meant to do that, and you came and nicked it. But he had a bad afternoon, Sergio Aguero. But anyway, you ready for the West Ham team?
Yeah, I guess I am.
It's not up yet, but I'll tell you what it is.
Well, I'm ready. Clearly, the club are not.
Do you want to know what it is, though? It's unchanged.
Well, I thought that might happen. I don't need to write it down then.
No, it's unchanged. I'm waiting for confirmation from the club. It would be helpful if the club would just tweet it out, though, just for double confirmation. But I believe it's unchanged anyway. That's why I've not been hinting to you about players being missing or players being back or anything like that, like I had to last week. But here we go. We've got a tweet from West Ham now. Confirmation, unchanged team. But for you who don't know what the unchanged team looks like, Lucas Fabianski continues in goal with a back four of Vladimir Sufal, Craig Dawson, Issa Diop, and Aaron Creswell as captain. A midfield sort of partnership of Souček and Lanzini with a three of Fornals, Lingard, and Benrahma behind Mikhail and Antonio. Expected, I guess, right?
Yeah, I did expect it.
Picks itself.
Well, I guess so. It just depends if Rice is on the bench, of course. He's not.
No.
Okay.
But someone is.
Okay, well, I would hope there's more than someone, and not just 5 goalkeepers. No, look. I mean, this is a good team, and possibly he might have rushed Declan back for this because it's such an important game. But the team was so good, that midfield functioned so well. I mean, we don't know, but maybe Moyes has thought, actually, maybe I can give Declan another, as he calls it, another week on the grass. Not like that, obviously not like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm pleased to see that the team played well, mate. This is going to hopefully cause Everton some problems. Who's this secret squirrel on the bench?
On the bench for West Ham today, we've got Darren Randolph. We've only got one goalkeeper. One goal.
Shocking. That's no good.
This is progress.
No good.
We've got Darren Randolph, Ryan Fredericks, Ben Johnson, Ogbonna is on the bench. Fabian Balbuena, Connor Commentary, Jared Bowen, Andre Yarmolenko, and Mipo Odbeko. A strong bench. Still quite defensive heavy, but there's plenty of options there. Ogbonna's back on the bench.
Yeah.
If we don't need him, if we can get through 90 minutes without him, perfect. He's fit for Brighton. If we're winning, perfect. You can bring Ogbonna and switch to back 3 if you want to. Ogbonna back has been massive, but an unchanged 11. It's no surprise. It would have been good to have Declan back. It would have been good to have Masuaku on the bench. I thought it's looking more and more likely that Masuaku's out for the season.
Really?
Looks like it. It looks like Masuaku's going to struggle to come back this season. But a strong team, a team that performed very well against Burnley, that I thought played our best passing football of the season. In the middle third, I think in the attacking third, I think we've been better in other games. I think in defensive third, we've been better in other games. But on Monday, in the middle third of the pitch, retaining the ball, knocking about, trying to get the ball to the likes of Lingard and Benrahma, I thought we were at our best all season. And I actually think Everton will give you more space. Burnley at least press you, they hassle you in the middle of the park, and we've done well. Everton will probably back off a few yards and say, right, you have the ball. The one thing that Lanzini gives you in there that no other midfielder gives us, really, he's very good at beating the press, Lanzini. He doesn't mind a centre midfielder running at him. I'll go round you. I'll do a quick 1-2 with someone. All of a sudden, we're behind the midfield. We're facing your defence. You're in trouble, kind of thing. So yeah, a positive team, Gonzo. A really positive team. You happy?
Yeah. Oh, I am actually, because I like the way these guys were playing out of defence as well. There's enough of them comfortable on the ball that even if they're marked, they're saying, just pass it to me. It's fine. I'll keep it back against the player. I'll retain the ball. I'll give it back to you. And we were transitioning up the pitch, which is really good. And don't get me wrong, I think we transition up the pitch really well anyway. I just think we carry the ball up. That's why I think Masuaku is important, which Declan always, if he's under pressure, he'll carry the ball up the pitch, grab us another 10 yards, so to speak, grab some territory. And of course, Lingard, who's got that wonderful trick, which I love, which is carrying the ball and then changing his pace, slowing down. He'll slow down, then he'll speed up. And there's nothing wrong with that. This served us well all season, but I did like the way we were playing triangles out of trouble, and just that confidence of the player. Say, give me the ball. It's not unmarked. It's not a problem. He ain't getting it. So, that is belief. It's not only belief in yourself, in your own technique, but it's belief in your teammates. Say, do you know what? I will give you the ball because I've got faith in you. So, yeah, I like the confidence we have for the passing. Yeah,
it's all good. Right, before we get on to the Everton team, I've got a couple of things to promote during this video, I'm afraid, so you're going to have to bear with us. First of all, Gonzo, your T-shirt.
Oh, look at my t-shirt. Look, what a fine figure. I'm getting modelling tweets. Modelling tweets.
Would you like me to show them the back of your t-shirt?
You don't know the people aren't ready to see my back.
That's the back of your t-shirt. Anyway, if you want one, Gonzo wore it in the preview. We had some people comment saying, Gonzo, mate, where'd you get your t-shirt? Email us, hammerchat@gmail.com. $17.50 plus postage. 10% goes to the fund for Romford. Chaz, he's known as Romford on various forums around West Ham, and 10% of the profit goes towards him as well. But anyway, you ready for the Everton team, Gonzo?
If we've stopped talking about the t-shirt, I'm ready for the Everton team. Yeah. Right,
looks like they've got back three. They might have Ben Godfrey in midfield and playing with the back four, but it looks like a back three. I'm going to go with back three for the purposes of the build-up show. I've got Jordan Pickford in goal with a back three, and Michael Keane, Yerry Mina, and Ben Godfrey. Wing backs of Lucas Dean and Seamus Coleman. A midfield trio of Ben Davies, Alan, and Gylfi Sigurdsson, with a front two of Richarlison and Calvin Lewin. A bit of a surprise, I think. A bit of a surprise.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he's picked Mina because he's a giant, and obviously we're particularly good in the air, so that's no surprise there. Dina, no surprise. Keane comes back into the team as well, obviously good player. Yeah, I guess it does have the look of a back three, but it doesn't it. Richarlison, gives them some. This is not a massively fast team, to be fair. Looking at it, but there is a little bit of pace in there. I'm not. Look, that's a good team. They've got some good players there. They're obviously missing James Rodriguez, who is their big player. But I guess he's on. Is he on the bench? I don't know. He's not played for a little while, has he? So, we got to watch out for Calvert-Lewin. He caused us all sorts of bother in the cup, didn't he, earlier on in the season, and started the season in good form. I think he scored 20 goals this season. Somebody mentioned yesterday in all competitions. Did he score 4 of them against us or something? I can't even remember. He scored a lot against us. We shouldn't be too worried about this team now. If we play to our best, we can beat Everton.
Yeah, I think it's actually a good Everton team. When they're not playing James Rodriguez, they tend to sometimes they've stuck to the formation with him, which is like a 4-3-3, and then put like Iwobi in there or something, and it just doesn't work because you're basically taking Richarlison not out the team per se, but you're putting him out on the left, and then you're left really strong with Dean and Richarlison. Calvin Lewin's in the middle, but your right hand side, it's poor, really, and it's easy to defend against Everton. So we'll focus on one side of the pitch defensively, and then when we attack, go down the other side because they don't want the ball down there. So I think what Carlo's done today is interesting because what he's doing is putting Richarlison closer to Calvin Lewin and playing with the front two up against, Craig Dawson's slow. He is slow. Craig Dawson got absolutely murdered by Newcastle. Even prior to his red card, he was struggling. And this front two have a bit of speed about them. They're good in the air, which is similarities to how Newcastle played with their strikers. The formation's the same as how Newcastle played. So Carlo's having a look at how Newcastle beat us, essentially, and he's trying to replicate something similar with better players. They've got better defensive midfield than Newcastle got. They've got better wing backs than what Newcastle have got. They've got better defenders than what Newcastle. They're better all over the pitch. The only difference is we're also better. We've got Creswell back and we've got Michael Antonio back. We didn't have that available. But the formation change is interesting, and hopefully Moyes was prepared for it. But I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't 100% prepared for that formation. He was expecting to see a back four today. The midfield, though, is just not. It's not great. Like I said, I think Alan's a fantastic footballer, but I think Gylfi Sigurdsson's passed it a little bit. And I've never been Tom Davies' biggest fan in there. I've always thought he was average at best. So Souček, Lanzini, Lingard dropping deep into that midfield. I'd expect us to dominate the middle of the pitch. When we spoke to Sarah said that we will dominate the middle of the park. It's a case of what you're going to do. But she also said that they're very good away from home. So at home, they're rubbish. But away from home, that's when Everton play football. So it's interesting. It's a good Everton team. One that sort of makes me a little bit cautious, but still optimistic. Anyway, we'll do the Everton bench for the sake of it. Olsen, it will be Josh King, Nkunku, Mason Holgate, Delph, Bernard, or Bernard, as Gonzo calls him, Andre Gomez, and Decore. Decore is back on the bench for Everton as well. So that's a bit of a boost. We've got a Bonner back. They've got Decore back. Right, we're going to do a bet now. For those that's new to the stream, drop a like, comment, subscribe if you're around here. We're going to put together a little bet, and if it wins, we're going to give someone the money. It's as simple as that. But it's a simple, if we win it, that's the simple part. It's winning the cash. It's not the simple bit. But is there anything you're fancying, Gonzo? Is there anything you're fancying in here today?
Yeah,
I've got one thing.
I did think, I don't know why, for some reason, I thought Richarlison to get not a red card, a yellow card.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll put that in. Anything else? I think we've got to put a West Ham win in. I think we both fancy the win. I think we've got to put that in. Is there anyone you fancy to score? We're going to back Antonio or Lingard? Which one? It's got to be one of the two, I think. We'll go with that. We'll put Mikhail in there as well. It's only 14-1. Let's try and beef.
How much does that get you back if you put £1 on?
Well, let me put in a yellow card for West Ham, just anyone to get booked. That's 16-1, which would return £85. Will that do enough?
No one's going to say no if we offer them 85 quid. They're not going to say no. Stuff you. We're watching Everton TV next time.
That's the bet. Gonzo's thinking up a phrase to enter the bet giveaway. All you have to do is say the phrase, which Gonzo will tell you in a minute. Here is the bet. If this wins, we give the money away. Richarlison to get booked, West Ham to win, Antonio to score a goal, and West Ham to get a yellow card. Doesn't matter which player. That wins, we'll give someone 85 quid. Well, how much shall I round up to £100, Gonzo? We're feeling generous. We'll round up to 100 quid. Basically, we need to sell one of them T-shirts today. Otherwise,
that's it. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
100 quid, and the phrase, Gonzo, is
Souček's in the post.
Souček's in the post. There you go. Get that in the live chat, and you're entered in. If the bet wins, £100 for someone. Right, Gonzo, you've seen the lineups. How you feeling?
Yeah, okay. I would have been nice, to be honest. I would have quite liked to have seen Declan and Angelo in a team. Would have been nice, but that's okay. It's not like we were horrendous. I was really pleased with that, so I'm not concerned about that. And it's not like I've seen their team for that's it's not like they've suddenly materialised Mbappe into their team or anything like that. No, so yeah, they've still inherently got Everton players, and they got a geezer called Alan and a geezer called Bernard. So how worried could you be? I
think while this formation change for Everton's effective in some ways, I do think the front two worry me. I'd actually prefer to see Richarlison up against Soufal. Now Richarlison's probably more up against Craig Dawson, and that terrifies me a little bit. Okay, I think Dawson's going to struggle today. I'm making that clear. I'm just hoping that actually it's not going to happen. We know Dawson's playing right centre back, and we know Richarlison will play to the left of Calvert-Lewin, which puts D up against Calvert-Lewin in the air. That'll be a decent battle, but it puts Richarlison up against Craig Dawson on the deck. I'm hoping for some strange reason Richarlison goes slightly to the right and goes up against Diop, but that terrifies me. What I do think we benefit from, though, is Lucas Dean coming forward. Okay, he'll have Fanals chasing him. That would have worried me a little bit there, but I think now, given Everton's formation, he's probably likely to come up against Soufal. And actually, I think what they've done is he's almost neutralised one of their main attacking threats there, Everton. I think Soufal will relish the battle up against Lucas Dean. That'll be a good duo. I was going to be doing a Pablo Fanals card today because I expected Fanals to be chasing Lucas Dean, but now that it's that formation, I'm going to leave that one, I think. But I'm feeling good. I'm still feeling confident, actually. The formation change is interesting. What Carlo Ancelotti is doing here, that's interesting. I don't know. It's a massive game. It's a massive game. It's massive. It's massive. Everton don't win, they're not getting European football, as far as I'm concerned. They might catch Spurs or okay, let me change that. If Everton don't win, they're not catching West Ham. No. I think Everton need to win in order to catch us. I know they've got a game in hand, but if we win, we're too far in front of them. We're not losing another 3 games or anything like that. We are picking up points after this fixture. Huge game for us. We win. I think I'm going to say that we are going to qualify for some form of European football if we win today. I feel it. Mathematically, we haven't, but something Brighton's not mathematically safe. I'll tell you what, they are safe. They're not getting relegated. They are. I've looked at it. They are, because the others have got to win 4 games, all their games. Yeah, and it'll be a similar situation with us and Everton for us to not get European football. They'd have to win them all. We would have to lose 2 of our 3. It's just not happening. Okay, so we win today. European football is all but confirmed, just not mathematically. And I'm feeling good, Gonzo. I am feeling good. We need to win today to stay in the hunt for the Champions League football. Like I said, Chelsea look like they're not going to get caught, but Leicester are possibly there for the taking. We got to make sure that we are the team that's going to take them. If someone drops out of that top 4, well, one's getting in. us, Liverpool, or Tottenham, one's going to get in, and we've got to make sure we are that one team.
Yeah, I mean, and they're going to be watching the game today, the Leicester players, unless they're at Tesco or something like that, but they will probably be watching the game. And this does put pressure on them. They will not want to see us win. We win, we put a lot of pressure on. We win well. And, thank you, Gary. We win well, and that's a lot of pressure on them because they will look at our remaining fixtures and think, oh, God, I mean, we don't know by the time next round of games come up, things possibly have changed slightly at the bottom. By the time we play West Brom, they might be down.
There's lots of games midweek as well.
Sorry?
There's lots of games midweek as well. Man United play Liverpool on Thursday.
Right, okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's important. I was actually quite buoyed by the team that Ole. Why am I calling him that? Why am I calling him by their first name? So Man United were winning 2-1, I believe. I think it was something like that anyway, against Aston Villa. But I was quite pleased with the team that they put out, Man U, because they didn't need to. They did not need to put that lineup out. Just sorry, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, Fernandes in there, Rashford, Pogba, all of that. Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, all their best players are in there. So
there you go. Colin Woods just reminded me, Man U play Leicester on Tuesday, then Leicester got the cup final next weekend. So 2 days time, Man U play Leicester. Tuesday. Right. Yeah, and on Thursday, I think they play like 2 games. A lot of Man United fans are unhappy with today's lineup because they're saying, what are you doing? We've got like so much fixtures.
I bet they are. I'm unhappy with it now. I was happy with it. I didn't know they were playing on Tuesday.
Yeah, rest against Villa and go out and beat the other 2, please, kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. What are they doing?
Yeah, so anyway, get your thoughts into the live chat, please. It could be about the West Ham team, it could be about the Everton team, the outcome of the game. Don't give us your score prediction. We like to leave them till the end. But while you are getting them in, we might have a little game of Heard It Here First again, because I quite enjoyed that last week. I've but something to show you all. And Gonzo's
not now. Don't do it.
Not that. That's for patrons only. But we've worked with Canning Town Line. Canning Town Line, the animator, you've seen him on the channels before as well. We did a little work with him to create a graphic for our next mug, and this is it. This is the mug here. It's not really got a name. I guess we could call it the West Ham DNA mug or the West Ham family mug. So you've got baby West Ham fan, kiddie West Ham fan, adult West Ham fan, and grandpa West Ham fan with a Clan and Boo DNA. There you go. There's our new mug. You want one of them? hammerschat@gmail.com. The £10 plus postage will deliver worldwide. Get in touch with us through our email.
The other mugs are still available as well.
Yeah, I told you we had something to promote, but we're trying to make this our full-time job. And the merchandise is one way of helping raise a little bit of money, but also give people something in return, just like the patrons are. So you want a West Ham DNA mug? Get in touch with us, hammerschat@gmail.com. All the stuff is in the bottom. Right, Gonzo, shall we have a little look at some comments?
Yeah, maybe we should do some pants.
Some pants.
Some West Ham Speedos. Some Hammers Chat Speedos. Some budgie smugglers.
Yeah. We'll do some. If we get Champions League football, we will release a limited edition of Hammers Chat pants. All right.
Yes.
Sale only.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll model them.
I pledge. I pledge right now.
Tell us.
If West Ham qualify for Champions League football, we will release some Hammers Chat /
Da, 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 da.
A mankini.
Oh, absolutely. Why not? Bring it on.
Right.
We're losing viewers. The viewing figures are going down.
I think we should have gone for Guana over Diop. Guana was dominant there the last time we played Everton. Diop doesn't fill me with confidence whatsoever, but his pace may come in handy. Irish Tommy, Diop must stay focused as Everton may try and play balls over the top for Richarlison, Cavani, and Ancelotti will have seen him struggle with them in the
he did struggle.
Burnley game. He's not wrong, is he?
Rarely is Tommy wrong.
Ian Cook says, really hope we get a result today. I feel Everton are there for the taking if we put in a performance. And then we've got, that's a funny one. West Ham got some dope mug.
Yes, he knows. Sketch knows.
Do you think he's talking about us?
Of course he is.
Yeah.
We know him now.
Jack says that I'm worried about Ancelotti setting up play defensively and frustrate us and get us on the counter attack. Very nervous. Feels like an actual cup final. It does have
it does. I'm not as nervous as I should be. Maybe I should be more.
I am the same. I was the way to say that. I'm not nervous.
We should be, right? I think we should be. Jack's right.
Do you know why? I don't know why I'm not nervous for this one. It's not even that I'm overly confident. I mean, I'm feeling confident, but not that confident.
Maybe it's just because you've been busy, Gio. Maybe it's just because you've been really busy the last couple of days. You don't have time to stop and think about it.
Yeah, I didn't even watch Newcastle. I didn't even catch the Leicester Newcastle game. A couple of people text me going, "Wow, have you seen the score?" I was like, "No," and I clicked on it. It was 4-0. I was like, what the hell? I was like, "That's a bit mental." Alan Riddy says a big game for Lingard today. He's dropped off a little in the last 2-3 weeks, but we need him on it today. And then we've got, where's this one? What part? Richarlison and Donald Calvert-Lewin going up against Diop makes me nervous. Would have liked Diop. I think it means he would have liked Ogbonna. I've got to assume he would have liked Ogbonna.
I think he does, yeah.
A lot of people are a bit nervous about Diop today, Gonzo.
Yeah, look, it's natural. He's in there for a reason, all right? And the reason probably is that Ogbonna's not ready to start. And I know he could have perhaps played Balbuena, but I've just got to trust him now. You know, he wants this. Moyes will not be thinking, I'm going to take Europa League or whatever it's called. He'll want Champions League. This will be what Moyes considers to be his best team that he can play from the start. I'm sure if Ogbonna was, we've seen it with Antonio. Antonio looked like he'd been out for a few games. Antonio came straight back in and played. So Moyes has shown he'll do that. Ogbonna clearly ain't ready yet.
Yeah. Josh, thank you for the $5. Josh says, big up Hammers chat.
Big up Hammers chat. Cheers, Josh.
Big up Josh for the donation.
Big up Josh.
Francine, have we ever played bad wearing black? Wish the match was away. He's got a point. I don't think we'll win again this season. I think we won all our games bar one. And the one game we got beat was away to Man City when we actually played pretty well. It was like the best defeat I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. That black kit, we played well in it this season.
Would you say we've only won it twice?
No, we must have won it a few times.
I was going to say. Well, left you couldn't really sell it if you only won it twice.
Martin says, it's a good thing that Diop plays. Got to work hard to get back into Moyes' team. That's a good point. That says to Ogbonna, hang on a minute, mate, you don't get into the team. They play well against Burnley. You're on the bench. Peter Canning, though, he's nervous. He's nervous that Diop's playing. I think everyone's nervous that Diop's playing.
Yeah, it seems to be the case. Yeah, I mean, he was letting the ball bounce. He can't let the ball bounce. But they would have been on that in the training. They would have been traded on that. He would have got, well, whatever, shouted at, told off, smack bum, whatever it might have been. But they would have worked on that.
Or balls over the top to run after and get better at. He would have got something at training. Eddie says, will any of our last two opponents have anything to play for?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? We don't know. We need to see these fixtures. But they are. I mean, they are. I'd looked at the league before. Brighton are. As I say, I think Fulham have to win all their remaining games to catch.
Fulham play Burnley tomorrow night, so they could officially be Premier League shoot before our kickoff, because Burnley are obviously just above Fulham as well. So Burnley need to win that game. So that actually helps West Ham tomorrow. That Burnley need to beat Fulham. Yeah, and
I don't think. I mean, I'll check it out now. West Brom can't. Oh yes, they can.
They're gone. Nah, they're gone.
No. But mathematically, I mean, they're on 26 points. Brighton are on 37. I mean, you know. Yeah.
Clive, you said tried to buy a mug last week. That's my fault. Email again. I've had a really hectic last 2 or 3 weeks. Like really mentally busy, so I have struggled to keep up with stuff. But email us again, and I will 100% reply, because as of I've got a hectic 24 hours, but Tuesday onwards,
you can have my bank details if you want, Clive.
No,
if you're going to make a deposit, but go on.
Paul says that he wants Ollie will want to beat Liverpool. He wants to scupper their Champions League hopes. I think that's good. I think that is a thing, to be fair.
I wanted to scupper Leicester's.
Alfie, would you change anything about this week's squad? Well, Rice on the bench, but apart from that.
No, I'm quite. Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to see Ogbonna and Rice in the team, but if they're not ready, they're not ready. And I'm happy with this. I think it's a good team. If we play like we played against Burnley, Everton will find it very difficult against us.
Yeah. Scott says you're so excited for this game, you can't stop thinking about it.
You don't have to stop thinking about it. You can think about it from now. But the next 36 minutes, you can think about it, Scott. And then when you're watching it, you can think about it. And afterwards, we can talk about it.
Bertie says, interesting to see if both Lanzini and Ben Rama can put 2 good games in a row. Neither really managed that up until now.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's fair.
No, it is, and this is a second Premier League start in a row. Well, yeah, for both of them. Benrahma slightly different because he did before Lingard came in. I think he had played 4 or 5 starts in a row, or it certainly seemed like that. Yeah, I mean, it's another chance for them, and they both played well. Why not? Why not?
Right, okay, this takes us on to our next little game that we came up with last week, and I enjoyed it. We're bringing it back. You heard it here first. Alfie's not quite saying that, but he's saying Saeed is getting his first goal of this game, something that we see every week, and we will continue to see every week until he scores his goal, so the people that say it can say, I told you. You heard it here first. So, Get you heard it here first into the live chat. What's going to happen today in today's game? We want a little bit of fun as well, so don't just say that Lingard's going to score a goal. We want a little bit obscure. Have you got any? You heard it here first.
Yeah, the only one really. Lucas Fabianski today will get an assist.
What, long ball just pumped down in someone?
No. He's going to go up and take a free kick, Joe, and cross it over.
Well, maybe we'll be 1-0 down. You've got for a last-minute corner, and he heads it, and someone knocks it in.
Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking about that. No, I was thinking about the long punt.
I reckon. Alan says our 2 goalkeepers get injured and regret not having a third on the bench.
It's a mistake. It's a mistake, I tell you.
I last week I heard it first. I said that Lingard would get a hat trick, and I literally had a 50-50 choice between Antonio and Lingard. I went Lingard, and Antonio scored 2, and I was like, I hope he doesn't get a hat trick. Because I picked the wrong player.
Someone said Antonio will last for 90 minutes. You heard it here first.
Yeah, they were right. Whoever that person is can come back in confidence and say, I told you so.
I didn't say I told you so. I remember.
Andrea says Diop's going to be man of match and shove the corner flag up the Charleston's derriere. Oh,
the whole pole or just the little spiky bit? I don't know. None would be good, but the whole pole would be deadly, surely.
Yeah. Here we go. Toby. Antonio to equal Di Canio's leading Premier League goal scorer record. He needs 2 goals for that. That would be an interesting thing if he does get it. Yeah. Neil Carr, Soufal's going to score first. I would just like to see him shoot, in all honesty. The last thing I want to see is Fabianski with a long ball and puts Soufal through a goal, because Gonzo's prediction would look like it's a way to win, then you realise it's Soufal through a goal and he's not going to hit it. So
yeah.
Do I
win? If I get it right, do I win a Declan Rice t-shirt and a mug?
You haven't paid for that one yet.
That's true. What, the mug or the t-shirt?
Both. Mark says that Diop to let the ball bounce in his area. I mean, that's.
I beg your pardon. It's disgusting. No one bounce a ball in my area. I can tell you.
Tommy, Antonio scored from outside the box. Has he done that yet?
He's tried. He's still going, isn't it?
Has he scored from outside the box yet? For some reason, I think he's done it once, and I think it was a left-footed shot as well.
The old swinger. The old 2-iron.
Was it Norwich away? I mean, he scored 4 at Norwich away last season, so there's. Did he score from outside the box?
Is that what you do? If he scored 4, one of them's got to be a long shot with a left foot.
I like this one. Hammersmith says that a commentator mentioned Soufal only cost 5 million.
Nice. Yeah, they will. Always. You have to.
Yeah.
I wonder if he lives in Hammersmith. I wonder if he lives in Hammersmith. No.
Yeah, anyway, leave it there. Get your score predictions in now. Time to get your score predictions in. Let's see how you guys are feeling. While they're getting them in, I'm clicking on them, Gonzo. Can I get your final words and score prediction?
I haven't made up my final words yet, but my score prediction is 3-1, which I think I've said that a few times. Can't remember if that was the preview one, but I think it's 3-1. There you go. I'm sticking with 3-1, just like Adam says there. Gary's wrong. My final words are same again. Start quick, start ferocious. Let's make them worry about us. Let's impose ourselves on them. It's a massive game. Big game for both clubs. Well, we've already seen what we're made of this season. We're made of good stuff. Let's just see some more of it.
Yeah, lots of 3-1s, Gonzo. Lots and lots of 3-1s. I said 2-1 in the preview, and there's a lot of 2-1s as well, thank you. So
they're wrong.
Well, Robert said 5-2, 2-0. Kevin said Lingard's going to get a pen and get the first one. There's some another 3-1. Gates said 3-1.
That's right.
I'm looking for one of our favourites. I'm looking for a stupid one. Here's a stupid one. Lewis saying 6-2 to Hammers.
That'd be good. That'd be good.
Yeah,
Start making Chelsea nervous about that goal difference.
Jordan's saying 6-3. I like these silly ones. There we go. Mr. Jesse, 10-0 West Ham.
Oh, that would sort out a goal difference. That'd sort it out.
I'm feeling confident, Gonzo. It's very weird, actually, right? Before the Burnley game, I was pretty nervous. I was thinking, oh, I don't know if we'll win this one. I said 1-1 in the preview. So I was very nervous, I was optimistic, but not confident at all. Lineups come out. Then I thought, here we go. Then I went for the win. Creswell back, Antonio back. I thought, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling the win now. And my confidence went up. Now, coming into this Everton game, done the preview, predicting a win, not nervous at all. But since the lineups have come out, my sort of confidence has gone down a little bit and my nerves are going up. I'm the complete polar opposite. And I feared Burnley. Prior to the Burnley game, I feared them. Then when I saw the lineups, didn't fear them at all. I wasn't that bothered about Everton. Doing the preview and stuff, I thought, I was more worried about Burnley. Saw the lineups today, and there's a little bit of me thinking, I don't know about this. I think we'll win, but I think it's going to be a tough game. I'm starting to get a little bit scared.
Whoa, wait, there's something on the line, mate. Massive carrot.
I think part of the reason, do you know how we were saying we're not feeling nervous? I think part of the reason I'm feeling pretty chill generally is because I just don't see us dropping out the European places at all.
Sure.
And I'm okay with finishing 7th because it's European football, which is just an incredible achievement, because, like, all things considered. It would still be slightly disappointing not get Europa League or slightly disappointing not get the Champions League. But I'm okay with our worst prize, with the poorest prize available to us. It's still the Conference League, should we win today. And that's a fantastic achievement. So even if the rest of the season goes tits up,
what is the Conference League?
The Europa Conference League. Well, I done a video on about 3 months ago. You should probably watched it.
No, I can't be bothered. Just tell me quickly now.
Right. Okay. It's the debut of the European. It's a new European competition. England lost a Europa League spot. They normally have 3 teams in Europa League, but they've only got 2 next season. And the other one goes into Europa Conference League. Now, there's only 1 team from England, 1 team from Germany, France, Italy, and Spain. Only 1 team from each of those 5 leagues. But it's to give the lesser countries more allocations in a European format. So normally they struggle, don't they? You know, like a Polish team tends to not really do well in European football, Bulgarian teams and stuff like that. So this Europa League conference, some countries have 2 allocations. So I think Portugal and Holland will have 2 spots. But the likes of Poland and Bulgaria and they've all got 3 allocations. So the competition, when it comes round, will be mainly made up of lesser leagues in the UEFA coefficients. 1 English team, that is us. The season starts in July, though. You've got a playoff. Nobody goes into the group stages. Everybody has to do a playoff to get into the group stages. And then later on in the competition, the 3rd place in the Europa League group stage drops down. So, yeah, it's a bit like that, but it does mean... But who finishes 3rd in Europa League? It's probably the Bulgarians and the Polish and all that. All those teams have gone into Europa League. They tend to finish 3rd, so they'll all drop down into it. So I think we will. I think we qualify for that competition because I think West Ham will become, or whatever English team it is, even if it's not West Ham, if it's Everton, for example, I think they would be one of the favourites from the start to go on and win it. We'd have to be. We'd have to be. You're right. I assume the draw's done by coefficients again. Do you know how in Champions League you've got the elite teams? They all go in. Bayern Munich always avoid Real Madrid, Man U because of the efficiency. I'm hoping that the UEFA Conference League. I'm hoping when they do the draw, I'm hoping they keep West Ham away from the German team, the Spanish team, the Italian team, the French team, and we'd end up with maybe a team that finished 5th in the Belgium league or something like that. So I don't mind it. I think it's. Financially, it's not great for the club, but I think there's a chance of winning it.
And if you win the Conference League, do you then get Europa League next season?
Yes, regardless of where you finish.
Yeah,
that's a prize.
Something. Anyway, okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm not worried about that. We're getting Champions League.
Yeah. So you're going 2-1. You're going 3-1. I'm going 2-1. That's enough from us. We'll find out what Charlie Walsh thinks. Don't go anywhere. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to your channel. Don't go anywhere. They've got the watch along coming right up. And myself and Gonzo will join you at full time. We're going to leave you in the hands of Mr. Charlie Walsh.
Thank you, Gio. Thank you, Gonzo. And thank you, of course, to Stuart Morris Accountants. They are an accountancy from Ilford. They hooked up with us because a West Ham fan knows us and was like, hey, do you want to do this? And we're like, yeah, go on then. Let's do it. Personal finance, business finance, whatever you need, they can do it. They can sort it for you. And do you know what? They helped us with this stream. So thank you very much. And thank you, everyone, for joining. It's the West Ham United versus Everton watch along right here on Hammers Chat. I've got a sofa behind me for the first time. We're going to have to ignore that. I spilled something on my top about 2 minutes ago. We're also going to have to ignore that. How are you all? I hope you're all well. I personally, I can't lie to you. I'm both very excited and very nervous. So let's start that off with a big question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you of a West Ham result? 1 being not very, and 10 being it's going to happen 100%. Can you recommend it? I can. Stuart Morris, mate. Listen, Ilford, West Ham ends. Listen, Stuart Morris. I'm giving you the heads up. Give me the heads up if you need it. It's there. I'm looking forward to seeing these numbers, though. Yeah, remember 1. I can't see West Ham getting a result here. 10. It's happening. It's happening. You can't stop it. Good to see you, Fo. Hope you're well. And Schizo as well. I've clicked on a number. I've clicked on 6. I meant to click on that. Good to see you, Schizo, as well. Right, let's go through some of these numbers, shall we? Because I'm feeling kind of confident. I can't lie. Like, I'm scared. I can't sit here and act like I'm not scared, right? Because I am. It's a worrying situation to an extent, Mr. Jesse, with a big place. It's worrying because Everton have a lot to gain from this game. They have a huge amount to gain, right? They are on the lower end of chasing for Europe. We're both chasing Europe, but they are on the lower end of it. So a win here for them could do absolute wonders because they also have a tougher run in than we do. So they're going to be looking at this and thinking, well, it's a well-lived in t-shirt. Yeah. I would, to be honest with you, I would put on a different one, but I've got nothing else in that's dry. So it's just the way it's going to have to be. Good to see you, David. Everton have as much to play for, not as much, but they do have a hell of a lot to play for, just like we do. And so the idea of us potentially, let me move this here, then I can be a bit more precise with it. So potentially them getting a win here would be massive. But I can't act like I'm not confident. I can't act like I'm not buzzing around at least a 7.5. If we're doing 0.5s, I don't know. Are we doing 0.5s? If so, I can't act like I'm not buzzing at least a 7, verging on an 8. We've got the exact same lineup. If you don't know it, if you didn't see the pre-match build-up with Gio and Gonzo, we have the exact same lineup we had in the previous game, and I think that's the right thing to do. I think we should have the same lineup. I think we should be balling out of control in this game. I think we should be taking it to them because let's not act like they aren't always a little bit. They're not there to be got at, is what I'm trying to say. Let's not act like they're not there to be got at. You know, Everton's side, they've put out a good side. They've put out potentially 5 at the back, but at the same time, we can take apart 5 at the back. We've done it before. Remember, Wolves? These are things that have existed. So I'll stick. It's always scary when you have something to lose. That's very true. And we have something to lose just as much as we have something to win today. Because before the game, I was thinking, do you know what? Let's say before the last game, I felt to myself, well, if we get a win, then it sets us up well for the Europa League. I felt like a win against Everton would maybe sort of solidify us as getting a Europa League spot because they're in that chase as well. We're already ahead of them. It gives us a bigger differential. Like, this is good. This is what we need. However, some of the results this weekend went our way. And now all of a sudden, it's like, well, actually, if we get a win, we could be balling out control in the Champions League, which isn't necessarily something I thought was going to happen. I've just smashed my hand. Let's ignore that. I apologize if that was loud. So we have even more to win from this game than I thought so previously. So it's a big game. You've just got the... Did I sleep on the sofa and then roll across this chair 10 minutes ago? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Good to see you, Clips. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Good to see you. I'm seeing lots of people. Fo6, he's a nervous. And hey, everyone, as Fo says, remember, if you're new around here, subscribe. Like the video if you're enjoying it. It really does genuinely help. We're here doing watch-alongs every single match day. Every single match day we are here doing a watch-along. As long as I can get a way to watch it, then I will be here. I will be here. And I tell you what, I enjoy it every single time. So come along, subscribe so you don't miss them. Like the video. And hey, patreon.com/HammerChat. The earlier in the month you do it, the more bang for your buck you get. It's there in the description below. Have a click. Have a little look. I have got too many socks on and my feet are warm. Alan, good to see you. Are we all now in agreement? We want Chelsea to beat Leicester, and Leicester are the ones we're now more likely to catch. I haven't. Do you know what? I'd have to deeps the run-ins of everyone a little bit more. I'd have to deeps the run-ins a little bit more. But I tell you what, I'd be happy as long as it's even a draw is not the worst result. I think it's just I don't know. I'm gonna sit on the fence. Come join me on the fence. It's a comfortable place to be. Good to see you, Mr. P. Hammer. Good to see you, Mr. P. Hammer. Diop to score twice, once from a corner and once from a free kick. You would love to see it, English. You would absolutely love to see it. What an insane moment that would be. He can do it from a corner. He can do it from a free kick. He's done it before. He can do it again. I'm not under the illusion that he's going to, but he definitely could. He definitely could. I mean, let's say this then. Let's say this. Let's play. I tell you what, let's look at this. I'll read out the teams. If you don't know the teams, let's just go through them very quickly. West Ham lineup as such: Fabianski, Kufal, Dawson, Diop, Cresswell, Lanzini, Souček, Fornals, Benrahma, Lingard, Antonio. Unchanged 11. Everton lineup with Pickford, Coleman, Digne, Mina, Keane, Godfrey. I think that's a back five. Davis, Alan, Sigurdsson, Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin. Right? So now you know the teams. Now you can see the bench for West Ham, which only has one goalkeeper on it, by the way. What a time to be alive. Randolph, Fredericks Johnson, Ogbono Babuena, Coventry, Bowen Yarmolenko, Odebeku. Now, we've still got problems in it. I mean, we've still got 2 centre-backs on it. We've still got 2 right-backs on it. But we don't have 2 goalkeepers. Progress, people. Progress. So now you know the bench. Now you know our first team. It's a very attacking lineup, says Mr. Pete Hammer, which is very true. Let's go for it. Sub bingo, ladies and gentlemen, the game where we decide when David Moyes will make his first substitution. And who will it be for? I am saying it will be in the 69th minute, as I always go for. And I'm going to say Bowen for Lingard. Bowen for Lingard, maybe a controversial one, but I'm saying Bowen for Lingard. I'm concerned if I aim this any further down, you'll see the mess that's on the sofa. You won't. Love to see it. As far as you know, immaculate back there. Immaculate. Ben Davis, good to see you, my friend. How are you? I hope you're well. I'm all right. I'm fully vaccinated. I had my 2nd dose of the old vaccine this week. So I'm now unstoppable. You will be seeing me in and around the London Stadium just licking random pieces of furniture because I am now officially, I'm just unbeatable. Good to see you, Eldor. What we're saying, be missed this, bro. Hope you're good. Hope Mrs. K. I'm good. Thank you very much. And she is all right. She's asleep though. Jealous, but she is. But good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Let's have a look. Where we at? 72nd minute. Why did you keep saying Calvin Lewin? Teapot Pixie, it's one of those things. I've done it. I think everyone's done it at some point. Calvin, because like Calvin Klein and everything else, it's sort of more on the brain than Calvert. I had to train my brain to say Calvert. Listen, the more goals he scores, the more accurate everyone will get with it. But for now, I think we're going to have to deal with just Calvin. Pardon me, by the way. 72, 69, Benny for Bowen. That was the one I was thinking of, but I don't know why I've got this Lingard thing on the brain. I do. Bowen for Antonio, 52nd. Rob Hart. That's actually quite smart. That's actually quite a smart one. Good to see you, Chris Green. Good to see you, Chris Green. I see Yarmo coming on for Benny in the 54th minute. Yarmolenko, a surprise inclusion on the bench to an extent. I just forgot he existed. If I'm being honest, I just forgot he existed. But we'll see. I mean, seeing him come on isn't the worst thing in the world, and not unheard of. 78th burn for Antonio, another smart one. Right, question. Who will Nina mark? Dawson, Souček, or Diop? You have to imagine it would be Souček. You put the biggest guy on the biggest threat, right? I mean, it's not, look, Mina's huge. Souček is big, but we are massive. We can take him on, but I do suspect it'll be Souček. If he goes man marking and not zonal, it would be Souček. That would be the smart bet. That would be a smart money for me because he's just so big. You want to put him on the guy who's most dangerous, right? 67th minute, Benny for Bowen. Bowen for Fornal, 77. Fornals for Bowen, 78th. Bowen for Ben Rama, 72. I think Bowen for Antonio or something. There's a lot of Bowen coming on, and I think that's probably the smart money. And again, Antonio was something I didn't really think about. I thought about Ben Rama, but then I said Lingard, but now I think Antonio is actually what I should have been saying. Rice still not ready. All good. Yeah, listen, I don't want Rice to come back in the team until he's fully ready. And the way Lanzini played deep last time, I'm not concerned about that at all. I'm happy with that too. I think we've got the balance there. I think the team has the balance to do whatever it needs to do. I don't want to upset that if Rice certainly isn't 100%. There's no point rushing him. Just keep him good, Keep him good. Bowen for someone else. Short, yeah. Yeah, probably. Oggy for Diop half time. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I've got opinions, but we'll see how it goes. 63rd minute, Bowen for Ben Rama. Good to see you, Jay. I hope you're well. And Mr. Pardew's rocked up as well. My spiritual guide. Coward Lewin. Bowen for 4 hours, yeah. There's a lot of options. What's up, Masuaku? He's injured, and I think he's got something like this fluid in his knee or something. I read. I don't know the full extent of it. I've not been on Twitter too much. I've had a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, I rocked off, got the vaccine. I've had a big trip this week as well. I've had a big trip this week, so I had to dash out of the city and whatnot. So I haven't been keeping up with it, but I saw something to do with flipping fluid in his knee or something after his operation. I don't know. Can Lanzini have 2 good games in a row? Jeff Watson. I think he can. Do you know what? I was really concerned. I said this in a video during the week, but I was really concerned about Lanzini playing in that middle role. I've always liked the idea of it, but at the same time, I was like shooketh. The idea was terrifying. And so when he came in and had an absolute barnstormer, all of a sudden my brain was like, cool. Lanzini, ladies and gentlemen, he's a deep lying playmaker. That's his role now. And I like the balance. I really hope. I think he can do it. Did you go Alton Towers? Asked Jez. Listen, I've never been Alton Towers, I've only ever been Legoland. I've been World of Adventures. That's it. They're the only 2 I've been to. In terms of like permanent amusement parks, they're the only 2 I've been to. But yeah, I did not go on. I didn't know Towers closed down or something. I don't know. Nobes have flour and egg in his hair. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful video. That is something I did see. That is something good. George, how are you? What do you think the score will be? Nice to see you, George. I'm well, thank you. And what I would ask that is let's pass this on to the chat. Chat, what do you think the score will be? We are 12 minutes away from kickoff. What are your vibes? Let me know. I am bagging. You ready for this? 2-1 West Ham. 2-1 West Ham is what I'll stick with. I was about to say 2-0, but I'll stick with 2-1. I'll stick with 2-1 just because I think Dominic Calvert-Lewin will score. But what are your scores predictions? A bold sub bingo prediction from Raymond Dixon there. Bowen for Antonio 24th minute. That probably denotes a cheeky injury. And do you know what? I don't think you're wrong. Antonio scored a perfect hat trick, both ends. 3-3. I would love to see it. I can't act like I wouldn't. I've been to Bognor Butlins. Well, I've been outside Bognor's Butlins. I've been to Bognor Regis and I've been outside the Butlins. And I remember looking in and there was an advert for Butlins at the time, which was filmed at the Bognor Butlins. And I remember as I was walking past it, I was like, that's where they filmed that advert. But I've never been into the Bognor Butlins, never been into a Butlins in general. Carl, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Hope all is good with you. Build up starting on here in Italy in 2 minutes. Well, English. Hey, I'll say this. Hey, if you're going to go, or if you're heading off to watch the build up at some point, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new around here. Like the video, all that good stuff. Much appreciated. Anyone who rocks up at any point during these videos, because otherwise it would just be me talking to myself. And don't get me wrong, I could do that for 2 hours. I usually do for the rest of the day. So it's nice to have a little bit of a break when there's actually people to have a conversation with. You know, 3-3, 3-1, 2-2, not very confident. 3-1 to West Ham, Lingard hat trick. 2-1, 1-0 Everton, foe with the consistency. It's just, if it was anything other than that, I would be very concerned about the state of the world. You know, being 4-2 today, going to be an exciting game. That would be bold. Whereas Mr. Parcher with an entertaining 0-0. An entertaining one, though. So I guess you could have an entertaining 0-0. Just at no point does anyone score. It'd be comical. Probably wouldn't be first match of the day, but it could be entertaining. It could be entertaining, but I don't know that for certain. I don't know what I'm saying. 3-1, 2-1. Ben Rama to get his first goal today. 2-3. Whoever scores first wins. Ooh, Alan, are you suggesting as well, because you said 3 to Everton, that Everton are going to score first? It's bold. It's bold. Bold. Nervous. 4-1. Mr. Pete Hammer there, going with the two ends of the spectrum. I am nervous for the game. I also predict we will win 4-1. Yeah, I mean, look. I'll be honest with you. I would take any win at this point. If we get a dub, I am happy. That's all I want. That's all I want. I don't really care how it comes. It could be the worst 1-0 smash and grab you've ever seen, and I will take that. At this point of the season, where we're at, fighting for Europe, pushing for it, I will take crappy 1-0 wins all the way to the end of the season. I don't care. That's all I need. That's all I need. That's all I want. Highest scoring game of the season in Premier League, 6-4 says Jordan Knight. That would be amazing. Jordan Knight specifically, who would score those goals? Please give me your predictions. I would like to see that just in case it happens. Let's get real specific. 3-1. I've never been to Butlins. Should go in the 80s weekend. Love a bit of Rick Astley. That's fair, Rebecca. That's fair. I mean, I live an 80s life, if we're being honest about it. Look at the hair. Look at the beard. I'm virgin on a member of ABBA as we speak. Just don't go 3-0 up. Yeah, basically, yes. That's what we all need, really, is not at any point to be 3 goals up. And then people like Arsenal can't come back at us. Arsenal fan channel, Ray, good to see you. I really want to see the Hammers in Champions League next season. Or Arsenal lead this year out of Europe might be a blessing for us. Potentially, Ray, good to see you. If you need Arsenal videos, by the way, go and check out Arsenal Fan Circle. Great channel. Maybe, Ray. Maybe is what I'd say. I don't know. Look, it's a lot of effort in it. It's a lot of effort. You need to keep going. I think Europe is never a bad thing, but I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. Stream link is available in the Discord, everybody. So if you're looking for one for the game, there's a link in the description below. Discord. Click on it, join it. If it's free to join, everything else, and there's streams in there for you to watch. If that's what you're here for, have a little gander. 3-1, 3-1, 1-0. There's a lot of this. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of confidence in terms of scoreline predictions, but not a lot of confidence in terms of vibes. So there's a lot of people going, we're going to win this, but at the same time, a lot of people going, maybe not, you know. Will the super glue holding Antonio's hamstrings together for 90 minutes? I don't think that's possible, but at the same time, maybe. Yeah, imagine it. Oh, Mike Monera's here. Good to see you, Mike. You're never late, sir. You arrive exactly when you wish to, and I respect that immensely. Good to see you, Mike. I hope you're well. I just want to win, but it's going to be 2-1 West Ham. Thank you. I'll take that. Did you copy me? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that was an original thought. But I appreciate it nevertheless. Whatever win it is, even if it's 2-1. Yes, this is what I'm saying, though. These two things are what I'm saying. Just get a dub. I don't care. I think it will be 2-1, but just get a dub. 1-1 is Mike's prediction. How many goals does Antonio have? I think he has 45. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I believe Antonio's on 45 and the record is 47. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I might be. I'm more than happy to be. I usually am. But that's what I think it is. Did I watch WrestleMania? What did you think of it? I did. I thought the main events delivered. I thought Sasha Banks and Bianca was definitely the highlight of the weekend for me. Absolute balling match. I thought there was some good stuff. I thought there was some bad stuff. The Fiend. Anyway, you know how it is. See you at halftime. English, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Enjoy the game. I don't know why I said hope you're well. I've said that to you already. Enjoy the game is what I meant to say. I went on autopilot there. Just to say, what's your guess? I said 2-1, Ted. I said 2-1. That's the vibe I'm going with. That's a lie. I steal all from you. I watch your amazing post-match reviews on the forum channel, and then I just regurgitate the points you say to other people to sound smart. That's what I do. And if you don't watch Rebecca's forum channel post-match reviews, reactions, whatever you want to call them, they go up on the forum channel. And I think you should. I think you should. I can't lie. I think you should. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm a bit all over the shop. And something in my eye here, in my left eye, that's just really getting to me. But outside of that, I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine. Just getting deeply personal. If Antonio lasts 90 minutes like he did against Burnley, I'll be very happy. So would I. I mean, that would be a huge moment for us. It'd be a huge moment for us. Could be a tough one for any Hammers with last week's heart. Got my defibrillator charged. Good thing. Yeah, it's a good thing to have just on standby. Just in case, because I personally, I don't have one, but I feel like the ticker might need one at some point. I haven't heard it yet, though. I'll say this, right? I haven't heard it yet. I'll drop this quickly. We might be able to speak about it again. I haven't heard it yet. I'm still catching up on stuff from the last couple of weeks. It's like I've been a bit of a whirlwind of life at the moment, so I haven't actually heard it, but I'm still trying to watch. I'm only halfway through AEW's Blood and Guts as well. I'm having a bit of a mare to keep up with things. Please God, keep Benny on for the full 90. I would love to see that happen. Hello, Charlie. Are you nervous? Because I'm 55 and I don't think my heart can take it. 86 revisited. Come on, you irons. I am nervous, Paul. I'm 27 and I don't think my heart can take it. I'll be real with you, mate. I'll be real with you. But I'm nervous, but I'm excited because I feel like we can actually do this. Hey, listen, we are 3 minutes away from kickoff. So once more, I will just lob the lineups at you in case you're just joining us. It is Fabianski, Kufal, Dawson, Diop, Cresswell, Lanzini, Souček, Fornals, Benrahma, Lingard, Antonio, and what is an unchanged 11 from the side against Burnley. Very happy about that. Everton lineup with Pickford, Coleman, Digny on either side of Mina, Keane, and Godfrey. A back three, potentially. Godfrey could play further forward, but I suspect it's a back three. Davis, Alan, Sigurdsson, Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin. Those are the sides. That's the vibe. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 3 minutes away from kickoff. I appreciate you rocking up. What I would say to you is this, is that I've just finished downloaded the Now TV app so I can actually watch it on my phone. Scenes, I had to delete it to get Uber on my phone, and now it's back. We're back in business. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you're new around here. Like the video if you enjoy it. If you're sticking around for the game, I appreciate it. If not, we are live throughout the entire match. Come back at half time if you wish to. If you don't want to hear some mugs talking about West Ham and Everton, hey, come and listen to this mug. Gio will probably join me as well. We'll be live throughout the entire game, and then all the way to full time where Gio and Gonzo will be doing their live review. We put the link in the chat so you don't have to put in any effort. And with 2 minutes away from kickoff, I'll tell you this. Let's ask this. Haven't asked it in a couple of weeks. Where are you watching from? I am watching currently from an okay weather side, North London. How are you all? Where are you all at? Let's see where you're at. I do love asking that question. It does get very exciting in the chat because we get some of the most just out there places possible. So where are you? Let me know as I set up everything else. I've got the stream on now. What a time to be alive. I watch this. I watch on the Now TV app on my phone, right? Legally, because I'm a mug. But if you're looking for a stream in the Discord, in the link below, have a little click. Get involved. There's a stream in there for you, provided by one of the wonderful people over on the Discord. I don't know who did it this week. It could be Ginge, could be Ben, could be Tom. I don't know who it is. All I'll say is this: it's one of them, and they've done it for you. Sorry, I'm tidying up. I apologize. I just needed to tidy up ever so slightly there. Put this here, and we are ready to go. Let's see where we're at. Oh, I can see some answers. Harry Hans, Harry, good to see you, my friend. How are you? I hope you're well. Duncan Mopai suspended for next week. Thoughts? Good. Ideal. Ideal. I don't really know what their lineup would have been otherwise. I've not been concentrating too much on Brighton this year. I've sort of lost way of them. I do like Brighton, but I haven't been seeing it. However, you know, Mopai is a dangerous player and Dunk is a good defender. So anything where they're not playing is good for us. Anything where they're not playing is good for us. Come on, hang on. There we go. Right. I'll let you know, of course, when kickoff happens on my screen, so you know how far behind I am. I will be, ever so slightly far behind. Barnet, San Antonio, Texo, the Czech Republic. Shout out to Mr. Pardew. He's just out here doing bits, Deals to be made. ABC, always be closing. Brisbane, in your head, Saskatchewan, Canada. Love that. Love that. Southend on Sea, Stroud. South of Tamar in Cornwall. Is that how you pronounce it? I think it is. But shout out to Cornwall. Shout out to Cornwall. I haven't been there in many a year. I should go back. Toronto, Canada. I don't know why I'm talking about that. Toronto, Canada, Newcastle, Wembley, watching from Finland. Yeah, scenes from a SpaceX rocket. I'm glad you get 3G up there. Is it 3G? Is it 4G? Let me know. Or have you got Wi-Fi? West Ham, Essex, Bulgaria, Seattle, Canberra, North Swedish coast. Ooh. Probably chilly af. Love that. King of Prussia, the king, my liege. Oh man, Copenhagen. Green Lanes, North London. Shout out to the ends. I haven't walked down that since like the beginning of 2020. It feels weird. I want to go and have a little walk down Green Lanes. Do you know what I mean? Pop into a kebab place, then pop into the kebab place next door. All good times. What else we got? Potters Bar, Nashville, the Bahamas, Leytonstone, Finland. I'm watching from Mexico City, Del Rio himself. Love to see it. I'm watching from my local common. Needed to change from the landlady's bedroom. Imagine that. We get a projector, put it on the local common. I mean, it wouldn't work in North London. I'd be the only person watching, but at the same time, scenes. Be like a World Cup. You know what I mean? Just get everyone in a park somewhere. Suffolk, Adelaide, Felixstowe, Wellington, Benfleet, Island, Sligo, Tamar. Okay, there we go. Tamar. I've always thought it was Tamar, and I don't know why. I've probably gone through it on the train like 15,000 times. But yeah, Sligo, Indonesia, China. Girl has Wi-Fi. It's your Wi-Fi. Leave me alone. If the stream slows down today, just blame various people. Ilford, back of a van somewhere on the M1. Yeah, mate, on the move. I'm glad I can accompany you on your trip. Perth, Green Lane's Turkish food it's where you want to go. Just outside Boston, Massachusetts. Shout out. Players were just taking any on my screen just so you're aware of how far behind I am. Mars. Come on, you Irons. Kickoff. It's happened. Kent. Everton have kicked off. Welcome to the Hams Chat Watch Along, everyone. It's West Ham United versus Everton. It's big, and I'm hyped. Let's go. Hope you're all well. Hope you're confident. Like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm on autopilot a little bit now. I'm going to refocus in on the topic at hand for at least 2 minutes. At least 2 minutes. I'd love to see us get an early start here. When we started games early and we've got ahead, I think that's what we should be doing every game regardless. When we start slow, it just concerns me and worries me a bit. Just don't get 3 goals, maybe. Don't score 3 and I'll be happy. But at the same time, start hot, get on their toes, push them fast. If we can get some goals, then we're happy. I mean, this team had a lot of balance. You look at it before and you think, let's hope we hear from Rush. Yes, exactly, Jeff, exactly. Pocky Punk, Sack, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Taiwan, yeah. I want to, if this team had enough balance against Burnley, where I would actually be really confident if we had a 1-0 lead, we could have a good game of football, take it to meet them in the center of the ring, as it were. That's the hope anyway. Will we see it? I don't know. But some early signs of pressing here. It's only a minute and a half in. No, we'll see what happens. Ancelotti is chewing with the ferocity of Big Sam. That chewing gum is getting bit. It's getting bit. It's getting bit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We need fourth Project Mbappe. Get him in. See what happens. See what happens, Jay. Maybe, look, I'm saying he could work as an Antonio replacement. You know? Call me crazy. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. It's going to be weird soon. It's going to be weird soon when fans come back to the ground and you're going to be watching the game on TV and hear actual fans, not fake fans or just what I do, which is no crowd noise at all. Because to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the fake crowd noise, so I just prefer to watch it without it. It's weird. Other forms of entertainment I will watch with fake crowd noise, so wrestling, for example. But when it comes to football, I would rather not hear anything than fake crowd noise. So it is going to be weird when fans are back and we're watching like West Ham away if we're not at the ground, or West Ham at home if we can't get to the home games, and it's going to be people. I don't know what it's going to be like anymore. Don't know what it's going to be like. It's weird. It's odd. It's odd. I don't know what to do. I've never looked at. Do you know what? I don't think I've ever paid attention since the era of like David Beckham and Ronaldinho. I don't think I've ever paid attention to like a footballer's boots. I should get more involved in it. Have a little gander. Read maybe a bit too much into it. You know, I should be getting more involved. Jeffrey, you're a liar. Liar. But thank you. I appreciate it. I'm a bit all over the shop. Again, maybe I should grow this out into an ABBA, go full ABBA. Should I? Play a little ditty on the piano. Take a chance on me. Take a chance. Do you know what I mean? Fake crowd noise so bad. Yeah, I agree. It's not the one. I just it frustrates me more than anything. Like I say, like when I watch wrestling, for example, I will always have the fake crowd noises on, and I prefer it than nothing. But even then, it's slightly distracting. But in football, for some reason, I just hate it. Fake fan, you say? That's plastic. Just cycled into a bush. Good to know, Jordan. You're watching this while cycling is what I would say is the recommended way to watch the stream, in my opinion. I think if you're watching it sat down somewhere, if you're in your living room on a sofa, perhaps something comfortable, wrong. Get on your bike, get cycling somewhere, anywhere, around the block. Doesn't really matter as long as you're on the move. You know, getting calf workout. What time am I on? It's 4 minutes and 47, 48, 49, 4 minutes 50. That's what time I am on. Probably about 2 minutes behind everyone was. It's a free kick to Everton. Gylfi Sigurdsson is standing over it. Standing over it, puts it in. Played a very high line there. We were pushing very far forward. Diop's the one who comes back and ends up heading it over for a corner for Everton. Everton didn't really commit to it. They were just looking, I think, for a corner or something. They didn't really commit. Oh, Yerry Mina and Diop just having a big old hug. How are we playing, Alan? So far, so non-eventful is what I'd say. Everton have had this ever so slightly better. Everton have corners. We've had a goal kick, so they've had that. You know, they've been a bit more progressive in the ball, but honestly, so far nothing to report. So that's what I'd say. Thoughts on sugar on toast? Look, would I do it? No. Would I do it? Definitely not. Played in, headed away. Another corner for Everton there. Souček was the one who headed it away. It was close from Everton. Ball got played in. The initial header from, I think it was maybe one of West Ham's players instead, actually. I can't tell who it was. Dawson, and then Calvert-Lewin was at the back post, and Souček just gets the block to get it out for another corner. Second corner in a row for Everton here. I wouldn't do sugar on toast, but hey, if you're you, get involved. Go wild. Do you know what I mean? I respect it. Corner gets floated into the back post. Headed away again by Thomas Souček. Thomas Souček, massive, ginormous, huge, big boy. Big boy, you know, huge lad, just knocking it away at all times. Maverick, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Corner played in. Back post again. Everton's corner's not been great. The first one was in a good position, and then Dawson ends up getting headed to it. But the rest of them being a bit all over the shop, bit wayward. Bit wayward. I know it's a bit weird, but I prefer the fake fan noise. Otherwise, it's like a training session in my mind. Yeah, fair. I don't belittle people. I don't think people are wrong for watching it with them. If you know what I mean. For me personally, I just for some reason it just puts me off, and I don't know why. I don't know why it puts me off, but I don't mind watching. I don't like. It's like when you watch preseason friendlies, and it's like in the middle of nowhere, Austria, and there's no fans there because why would there be any fans? I don't mind watching those sort of games with no crowd noise, you know. So I think in my head, I'm probably more used to it. Also, whenever I'd watch games anyway, before we did watch-alongs, I would just mute the TV and listen to music anyway because the commentary would annoy me. So I think I'm more used to it. Great defensive header from Big Sue, mate. He's out here just huge. Mountain of a man. I would prefer the fake noise if it was realistic, with the occasional fake field invader or fan needed to be escorted out. Yeah. We could do like holograms, like Tupac and gorillas. Do you know what I mean? We can have like a hologram streaker and stuff, you know? And with technology, you know, deep fakes, it could be anyone. It could be me, you know? There is like, you know, no one on the planet has ever seen me streak. Yeah, it could be me. I'm just saying, I think we're all talking about technology being used, goal line technology, VAR, all that nonsense. Bro, let's skip all that. Let's get to the important stuff. When can we get holographic streakers on the pitch? Could it be Tupac? Could we find him on the middle of the pitch at the London Stadium? These are the questions I need answering. Amber, good to see you. Hope you're well. Hope all is good with you. See? Just get it going. Come on. Let's go. Why are we wasting our time with anything else? Don't listen. Listen, Rita Ora is scary. You know, we move. Imagine like a 20 foot Rita Ora in the middle of the London Stadium pitch. You know, like when you watch like games and they do that thing on the television where they have like the badges of each side like projected onto the pitch for a second, and it's not actually there, it's just from the television with technology. Imagine that, but Rita Ora, and she's like 100 foot tall, and she's singing one of her songs, none of which I can name. Imagine Mr. Mood needs to re-enter the building. Thank you, Edward. We're there now. We're getting there. Come on, people. Let's get this going. Why are we wasting our time doing anything else? Technology enables a lot of things. And I feel like we're wasting our time enabling the wrong stuff. I feel like we should be looking at this as an opportunity to just cause mayhem. You know? I think if we approach all our remaining games like cup finals starting today with an important win against Everton, then we're there for European football. Look, we need big dubs. We need consistent dubs, and we need big ones. So we've got a game like today. We need to, and that's the thing about cup finals is when you're in a cup final, I don't care if you win a scrappy. Look, would I prefer if we were in an FA Cup final to win 5-0 and it to be the best football you've ever seen in your life? Yes, of course. But equally, it's about the win. I don't care if it's 1-0 smash and grab or if it's 3-0, right? That's all you need is the win. That's what we should be doing. And that's why I said before the game, if this is a scrappy 1-0 win, I'll take a scrappy 1-0 win. To the end of the day, it makes no difference to me. More than happy with that. How much does Antonio bench, bro? Listen, do you even lift? He is out here. I'm saying he does 3 Thomas Součeks. What are you saying? I'm saying 3 Thomas Součeks. That's my bet. Everton on the counter-attack. They were counter-attacking pretty fast there. Richarlison had no option, though, to slow it down. We closed them out well. There was an opportunity there where we were on the back foot and we were sprinting backwards and they were sort of in behind. Lanzini, great. It was 4 now who did it. It was brilliant, though. Whoever did it, it was great. great dispossession, plays the full Ben Rama, Antonio down the left, links it back across. Can't quite get there, but a good counter attack. We're seeing a couple of decent little counter attacks both ways here now. That first one from Everton was concerning. I can't lie to you. It was concerning. But we closed it out well. We closed it out decently enough when Richarlison looked like he was about to cause damage and Calvert-Lewin was alongside him. Which was sort of the concern I had against Burnley, but it didn't quite play out against Burnley. Whereas here, pardon me again, what is my stomach doing? Here, it's not happening, but it's happened. Something to keep an eye on. You want WWE style entrances like at Mania? United will have a red devil as they walk on the pitch. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? We'll get Antonio coming out to Mark Henry's theme. Somebody go and get the ass kicked. Dong, dong. Do you know what I mean? And it all just sort of, he comes out, beat him up, break his neck. Do you know what I mean? It'd be sick. You know? I think it would be. I think it's something we should potentially, maybe not for everyone. Maybe the whole team gets like one entrance and then the main man gets like a secondary entrance, you know? So you have the West Ham team rock out, and as they're running out, beat him up, and then out comes Antonio. He does like a little pose, one of them, you know, quick flex, let him know, and then you move, you know, Antonio, fire, you know, that's what that was. 3 Součeks and 1 Noble, I'd say I reckon 5 Jesse Lingards. Benching 500 kg at least. World's strongest man. It's a very good point. 4 nails minimum. Minimum. You're ruining it. It's just, sorry, this is my head. A win's a win at the end of the day. That's my point. Usually, I want us to play the right way. Usually, I'm more concerned about the way we play than I do the result. Because I think you play well. Kufal's got well down the right-hand side. Puts it in. Back post. No. Antonio was there. He rose. He couldn't quite get his head on it. I think Yerry Mina was the one attached to him. Kufal got into a good position. Ball was found to him in acres of space down the right. He controls it, looks up, plays in a really good ball to the back post where Antonio was lurking. He hasn't usually been rocking in with those back post headers, but he was there that time. But Yerry Mina and him battling. It's just over Mikel Antonio. Antonio gets a little shove, I think, there from one of the Everton players. I think it was maybe Ben Godfrey. It doesn't quite work out. Good opportunity, hit from far, easily into the hands of Jordan Pickford. Just going to move my phone about. There we go. I've noticed. Don't worry. I've noticed. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Is Russ in the chat? Don't know. I haven't seen him yet, but imagine. Arsenal already on the path with Aubameyang coming out to Archery soon. People when they say, what's up? What's up? Tell you what, Aubameyang would be a good 24/7 champion. No one would ever catch me so fast. He could just run away. Be like Crash Holly in the Hardcore Championship in like 2002 or whenever it was. 2002, maybe. Everton getting forward well again. But Everton, when they're getting forward here, aren't getting forward in huge numbers. They're getting forward with a couple of people here and there, which isn't bad. The people they're getting forward with are good. It's Calvert-Lewin, it's Richarlison, right? But they aren't like... They're playing a sort of relatively defensive game. 5 at the back, they've got Davis and Allen in. Davis isn't exactly the most defensive midfielder in the world, but he's also not the most attacking. I think they're playing a relatively defensive game here, Everton. And so when they get forward, they're sort of counter-attacking, and you're only seeing Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison really get into decent spaces. And so 4 at the back, we're sort of outnumbering them. But they are both very good players. You can't really let them have too much space. But I agree. I certainly agree with Mr. Pardew. I think they have been the better team so far. I'm not out here saying it's corner for them. They play it in, back post, Fabianski collects. I'm not saying they haven't been. Certainly, I do think they have been the better team. But they're not attacking with huge numbers. We're attacking with more numbers, which is a surprise. And we've got loads of space again here down the left-hand side. I tell you what, they are conceding a lot of space, Everton. They're conceding a lot of space. But they are playing 5 at the back. I think they're happy to concede the space down the left and right hand side. So when Kufau and Cresswell get forward to try and cross the ball in, they aren't too worried about it. They're like, okay, you can cross it. We've got Mina, we've got Godfrey, we've got Keane in the center. Who have you got? Like, sort of thing. And Souček hasn't been in the area enough to make it a huge impact as of yet. So it's interesting to see the way they've decided to line up here. They've got 3 in the middle with Sigurdsson, Davis, and Alan, which I think is a direct sort of, it's a smarter way to deal with our Benrahma, Lingard, Fornals axis. You know, it's a smarter way to deal with that because all of a sudden you have 3 people in there who can deal with it as opposed to 2. For example, when Burnley were playing 4-4-2 and only had 2, they were consistently getting in behind. Whereas if you have 3, you can always have sort of someone in that area covering and whatnot. It's interesting from Everton. I think they've been the better side. They've counterattacked better. They've certainly created the better chances so far. But they've not been outrageously good chances as well, I'd say. They've not been outrageously good chances. Do you think Spuds have a shot at the 24/7 title? So much as silverware? I would say it's the only silverware they got a chance at, and even then it's green and gold. But I would say they're probably more along the lines of like who's in that pack? Who's in the pack that's always chasing and never gets it? Has Tozawa had it? Tozawa's probably had it. I'm trying to think. I was going to say that other guy who used to be in a tag team with Tina Sabatelli, but he's had it. Sponsor more like a what do you call it? What's that guy's name? What's his name? Peter Rosenberg. They would win it on a pre-show by accident and then would lose it later on YouTube somehow. Do you know what I mean? They're not Bad Bunny. They're not taking it on SNL. You know what I mean? It's a smart lineup from Everton. They've come at it. They know exactly what they need to do. They know exactly what they want to do, and they're not trying to. I think they've come at it like a cup final. They've come at it they're playing like it's a cup final. They're defensively strong. They're counter-attacking. They're not committing huge numbers forward. They know what they're doing. They're playing compact. And again, for a team like us who are very good on the counter-attack, to have that many people in a defensive position is good. But this is a good opportunity for West Ham here. Lingard in round the back, finds Benrahma out to Antonio, who's drifted out to the left again. Wobbles his way in. He plays it in. Not quite there. Very close. I don't know who it was. It was close, but it was a good opportunity from West Ham. We got in behind the back. We hadn't committed enough numbers forward. Antonio is drifting out wide a lot, especially to the left-hand side. He's drifting out wide a lot, and he's creating some troubles here, creating some space. He's out a lot on the left-hand side yet again here. Drifts past Godfrey and Yerry Mina. Yerry Mina with a... Yerry, mate, calm down, lads. Look, I know you're up for the game, but you can chill. Antonio's just looked at him and laughed at him, basically. They're fine now, but it was insane. Antonio had the ball down the left-hand side. Yerry Mina came flying in and just booted it away with a plum. And then claimed it was off Antonio and started shouting at Antonio in a very angry fashion. It's like, Yerry, please calm down. Everton on the counter-attack doing well, but again, Issa Diop closing that out beautifully there. Good defending from Issa Diop. Stood him up, just looked at him and went, no. That's French for no. Beautifully done. What boring game so far? Yeah, low-key. Yeah. I do love our attacking lineup. I'm very happy with this 11. I can't lie to you. And would I be happy with it every game? Yes. Yes, I would. Good opportunity. Lingard shoots, deflects off someone. Benrahma collects it on the far right-hand side. Sufal puts it in. Can't quite find anything. Calvert, who's on the ball here? It's Richarlison's on the ball. Calvert-Lewin made a dash in behind the back, but he couldn't quite find him. We've really snuffed their front 2 out well. When they've tried to hit us on the counter-attack, our defense has been very good at just standing them up and going, no. Dawson and Diop have been doing good work in that sense, just forcing them back. Not a situation where they've been able to really break. You've got Calvert-Lewin, who's relatively fast for a big guy. You've got Richarlison, who's relatively fast, and they're looking to try and play quick interchanges between one another and get in behind. And it's not happening. They run forward, the other one will be backing them up, and we just stand them up. We create a wall in front of them quite early as well, quite high up the pitch, high enough up the pitch to actually, if they found space in behind, it would be a huge problem. However, they're not doing that. We're cutting them out relatively well. We're cutting them out relatively well at this point. We need to find a bit more at the other end of the pitch. It's a good opportunity for Everton. Good ball. Up round the back. Try to loft it in. Blocked by Cresswell. Good opportunity. I think Sigurdsson's there. Good tackle. Manuel Lanzini. Oh, Manuel Lanzini. Michail Antonio out on the left-hand side. Pings it. Forget I said anything. Not worth talking about. Not worth talking about. They're giving us. They are giving us a lot of space. They are giving us a lot of space by design. They're giving us a lot of space, and they're not giving us a lot of space in the areas we need it right now, which is in the center. But we'll see. I mean, Antonio's drifting out. He's finding space at the back post right now. We've obviously got Souček who's not getting forward. If we can get Souček in and around the box, which is a difficult thing to do with this formation specifically, all of a sudden there might be a big problem. But at this point, Calvert-Lewin through, hits it. It's a goal. It's a goal. It's Dominic Calvert-Lewin. It's Dominic Calvert-Lewin. This is the exact thing I was saying, is if they get into the space, we're playing quite high forward to the point where if they got into that space, it would be a big problem. And they've shown it. It's 1-0. It's Dominic Calvert-Lewin who gets the goal. He's been making good runs. It's just Richarlison hasn't been able to find him at all. He peels off Craig Dawson and then just runs around the other side of him. No, Craig can't even get close to him. The ball through from, I think it's Gylfi Sigurdsson is good. No, it's from Alan. And then it's good, to be fair. It's a good finish from Calvert-Lewin. It's a good finish. It's 1-0. It's 1-0. He just slots it past Fabianski's right-hand side into the bottom corner. Side netting. Calvert-Lewin one-on-one with Craig Dawson there has made him look just not good, is what I would say. It's made him look not good. Good goal from Calvert-Lewin, to be fair, and it's 1-0. 1-0 Everton. We've been playing, our line's been relatively high to the point where if they managed to get it through, then it was going to be a goal. And unfortunately, that's what's happened there. Is Dawson, Calvert-Lewin was in front, sort of behind Dawson, standing near him, peeled off him slightly, and then just ran around him. And Dawson, slow, couldn't really get near him. It is what it is. It is what it is. Here's what it is. I can see a Glenn Kitely in the chat. Glenn, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. We hope, my friend. We hope. More excellent Arsenal videos, of course. Glenn Kitely, Everything Arsenal. Go check him out. I've been on there. Tom's been on there. All good, basically. Just good people. Just good people. Definitely go check out his video because Glenn is also a lovely man. Lovely man. Good opportunity from West Ham there. We managed to wobble our way forward. Ben Rama hits it and it's blocked. But again, we're asking questions, but Everton have answers at the moment. You know what I mean? We're getting into positions where we're forcing them to do stuff, but they're doing it and then they're relatively comfortable. They're relatively comfortable. Cresswell's up to take the corner. Got enough people in there. Enough big boys in there. Fornals hits it back. Lingard, blocked by Digne. Lingard on the ball again, down the right-hand side. Tries to play it in with his weak foot, just nodded away. Tell you what, Everton have a lot of big boys in there. Antonio goes down, but I don't think it was a pen. And Everton on the breakaway here. Sloppy pass from Allen, but they've recollected the ball. Tom Davis, pardon me again. My stomach is going hog wild right now. I apologize, people. Seeing a replay here. Yeah, not a pen for me. Not a pen for me. Antonio goes up for a header, and it's just a casual coming together between him and Keane. Godfrey's there as well. Nothing in it for me. Nothing in it for me. I tell you what, Everton's 3 centre-backs are doing all right now. Godfrey, Mina, and Keane. It's Godfrey who played the ball through for Calvert-Lewin. I'm now seeing flipping hell. What a pass from Ben Godfrey. Fair play. I assumed it was Alan or on Sigurdsson because it was so good. It was Ben Godfrey. Didn't know he had it in him. Didn't know he had it in him. Stephen, nice to see you, my friend. Like if you're new around here, subscribe to the video, all that. Subscribe if you're new around here, like the video, all that good stuff. Haha, Dom. I assume you mean Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Congrats. Congrats. Free kick to Everton. It's in a good position. Sigurdsson's there. He can hit him. He does. Fabianski. Good save. Good save, Fabianski. Strong hands. Palms it over. Tell you what, Sigurdsson. He might be aging. He might not be as good as he once was, but he can still hit a free kick with the best of him, can't he? How's a blinder? Good save from Fabianski. Good save from Fabianski. And now we look. It's Everton corner. Yeah, Everton's 3 centre-backs have dealt with it relatively well. I think they've had I think they've played. Good to see you, James. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. I think they've played. I think they've played. They've been accomplished in what they've tried to do. They've come with a plan and it's worked out perfectly for them. And they haven't really needed to deviate from it at all. Pablo Fornals. Oh, Fornals, you disgustingly beautiful boy. Did you see that little cheeky outside the boot flick turn? Yes. It's the little things, people. We have to concentrate on when we're losing. He's just such a good player as Pablo Fornals. Yeah, look, Everton have come with a plan and they've done it really well so far. You can't say they haven't, to be honest with you. Talking about us, James, there we go. Yes, I don't think we've been great, but I think they've been very good. I'm not very good. They've not been like unreal, but they've been good, and they've been good enough to the point where they can make it look quite easy to defend against us. And there is a formation. There is a formula for defending against us. You pack out the defense like they have done, and you pack out the midfield to stop us from going in centre. They're inviting us to cross, and they've said, "Look, we've got 3 massive centre backs. Go wild," and we've done that, and we've not done anything with it yet. Who scored? Asks Rayan. It was Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Ben Godfrey assist. A very good assist. A very, very good assist. Disgustingly good, if I'm being honest. For a centre-back, pardon. Harry 1. If you don't get top 4, you worried Rice might leave, or do you think he'll be happy enough playing Europa League for his boyhood club? We're not his boyhood club, it's Chelsea, let's be real. I'm not worried about Rice leaving at all. Not because I don't think he'll leave, because I think he will this summer. But I think the only way we keep Declan Rice is if we get some form of European football. Ben Rama swazzes it in. Or was it Lingard? It was Lingard. Lingard swazzes it in. Not quite there. Look, here's the thing. The only way we're keeping Declan Rice is if we get European football. If there's no European football, Declan Rice is gone. And I would still make an argument if we get Europa League and a Champions League side come in with him, you could make the argument he may go. But I'm not worried about it. In my head, Declan Rice is already gone. So whatever, man. Happens, it happens. I don't think we're going to keep Declan Rice. So, and if we keep him for another year, we keep him for another year. He's still going the year after that. And it won't be for any more money than it would be now. If anything, you could argue it'd probably be for less. So if anything, he probably should go this summer. But I will stress that's not something anyone else would say. This is Charlie. This is not the opinions of Hammer's chat. This is not the opinion of anyone else apart from this idiot. That's all I'd say. I think he'll stay if we get Europa, but may leave if we get Conference. That's a fair point. I think if we get Conference, he'll probably leave. I think Europa is one of those things where there's one more thing for him to do, but it's not. I think that's fair. Rice, you've got no chance. Lingard carrying Hughes lot. Has been since he came back mid-table next year. Sorry, bro. Truth. All right, there's a lot to unpack there. Rice, no chance. I think if we get European football, then there's something more for Rice to do. I think the problem is if we don't get European football, he will leave because realistically, he's done everything he can at West Ham. And so he'll have a challenge as long as that's assuming, of course, someone comes in and puts the money on the table. There is a lot of money that's going to be needed on the table to make him leave the club in the first place. But I'm assuming someone's going to do that because they should, because he is very, very good, right? Lingard been carrying us, I disagree with. I think we've got a heck of a lot of good players, and I think you only need to see the excellent form from the first half of the season before Lingard even turned up to see how good we have been. We've not been even close, right? Now, Lingard has come in and he's provided a huge amount of energy, but that doesn't, or a huge amount of positivity, ability, everything. But at the same time, has he been carrying us? I would disagree, but he has obviously been very effective and has helped us. Back to mid-table. I mean, we weren't in mid-table to begin with. we were battling relegation. So I wouldn't say back to mid-table. What I would say is this. The team, the spine, the core group of players we have is better. I don't know if it's European quality as such, but it is very, very good. It is very, very good. You've got Souček, you've got Ben Rama, you've got Fornals, you've got Antonio, you've got Kuthal. There's a lot of really Fabianski. You've got a lot of really good players in there, which if you added to it nicely, then you could definitely move past mid-table and into challenging for European contention consistently, right? And that's not to say we've got Felipe Anderson coming back who could do something. I don't think anyone else agrees with me, but he could do something. So if you're saying, but the problem is we have to spend 20 million plus on Lingard just to stay where we are, and that's kind of an issue. So we'll see what happens. Will he back to mid-table? I think I agree with Rebecca. It's like disregarding the rest of the players, and I think you even there you go. You mentioned Souček as well. Yeah, it is what it is. But I wouldn't say back. That's my opinion. A Dundee United fan here. The Monk says Fabianski's been carrying us. I mean, Fabianski is so good. Fabianski, man, is one of the better goalkeepers in the league outside of the top six. I mean, I'd have to go through it and think about it, but he's even when he's having his shakes in his dodgy games, which he's had once or twice recently, he's still really good. And I think we'll probably only realize how good once he leaves. I think, which will be probably at the end of next season. I think once we do that and we get someone else, we'll realize how good Fabianski is, because he's a good lad. He's a good lad. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's come on, but close enough. Yes. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. I just think there's an option there. And I think actually if we get European football, there's a Richarlison saved by Fabianski and then a double. This is what I'm saying. Huge opportunity there for Everton. Richarlison found his way through. Again, we're playing a relatively high line for us, and it's not doing us wonders. When we stop it, we look pretty good, but we're not stopping it with consistent. Oh, yeah. That was absolutely beautiful by Richarlison to dispossess, I think it was Lanzini, and then come away somehow with a ball. Dinks the ball across. Poor cross from Everton. And West Ham play it away. I tell you what, Everton are pushing here. A second goal could be coming. I think if we get European football, we should keep that. We should keep Anderson. Who are we going to? We're going to sell him for what? 15 million, 10 million, and then who are you going to buy it with the ability of Felipe Anderson for 10 to 15 million? You might as well keep him in the squad and give him a shot if we need extra people, especially if it's European football. There's no point getting rid of him at that point. He's on high wages, but he's got such ability that if it worked out, all of a sudden we're in banter town. You know what I mean? Played in, good block by Yerry Mina. Everton's defense is just dealing with us right now. They're just dealing with us. So that's my opinion on the matter. You know? It'll either be fire or fired. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Fabianski, really good double save there. First one, it's not too difficult. Richarlison hits it relatively at him. Diop does well to put Richarlison in under as much pressure as possible, to the point where when Richarlison does manage to take the shot, he can't really do much. It's just about getting it forward. Second one comes across, and it would have been easy to stand up and just try and get the block again from Fabianski. He's proactive. He gets up, he snuffs it out quickly and stops Richarlison from getting a second shot away, which, to be honest, would probably go in. Good work from Fabianski and good work from Diop as well. Let's give him the credit when credit is due. He did well there to try and stop that. Antonio. I don't like Antonio today. I'm going to say it. I don't think it's necessarily him playing badly, but what I would say is he's been dropping deep and finding himself wide, which when we're playing pure counter-attacking football and we don't have three behind him isn't necessarily too much of a problem. But right now with Benrahma, Lingard and Fornals, I want Antonio in the center of the pitch, pulling those centre-backs around. They've got three centre-backs just sat there. They have three centre-backs. In fact, let's go wild, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go absolutely bananas. I'll tell you what. Let's go bananas. We have three centre-backs just sat there, right? In Godfrey, Mina, and Keane. And Antonio is drifting out wide to deal with everyone else. I don't want that. What I want to see is I want to see Antonio occupying them. I want to see Antonio pushing them, pulling them around, finding space for Lingard, Fornals, and Benrahma. And that's not what we're getting right now. What we're getting is him pulling out wide and going up against Coleman a lot. And it's pointless. We have Cresswell, we have Benrahma. I know Benrahma will want to drift in naturally, centrally, but we have those people to occupy that space. If you want to try and get in behind them when they have three midfielders and three centre-backs, you're going to have to get someone to occupy them. And he's not doing that right now. He's not doing it at all. It's frustrating me. And I'm not saying he's necessarily been bad. It's not necessarily that I'm saying he's having a bad game. I just don't like what he's doing because I think it's counterintuitive to what we need him to do right now. When he picks up the ball and he starts running at defenders, he's doing it relatively well. He's attacking relatively well. He's finding the space relatively well. Everything else is good. It's fine. But it's not what we need from him. You know? The one thing I have liked is that he's managed to find a couple of spaces in around the back pass. Benrahma! Oh, wide from a diving header from Said Benrahma. One thing Antonio has done is he's pulled right to the back, the far post, and be getting in dangerous positions, but it's just not enough. Kufal, Fornals plays the ball in. Fornals, what a pass from Pablo Fornals, by the way. Puts it into the back post and Said Benrahma. All the time and space. He's not Andy Carroll, bless him. Really good ball in from Pablo Fornals and Benrahma. He tries to just hit it moving. It's a difficult thing, and he just can't quite get it on. To be fair, it's a very difficult header to notch that one in, let's say, but he can't quite manage it. We're playing a lot better now. We're getting there. We're getting there, Charlie. I agree. I do think we're getting there. You could argue the same for Haller. Why sell him for such a loss? Could have used him this season. I strongly agree, Alan. I strongly agree. Would I take Tammy Abraham at West Ham? Yes, I would. I don't think we can afford him. I don't think we can afford him, but I would take him. I don't think he's perfect for David Moyes. But as a Tammy Abraham at West Ham, I would like to see, but I think he's probably too expensive. He just is. He's so good. What a baller. What an absolute baller. We're getting there. We're getting more people forward here. This is what we need. Good work by Soufal and I think it was Fornals there. Souček, we recycle possession back across the pitch. Diop to Cresswell. We're looking down the left-hand side. Antonio's found his way there again. Why is he there? Fam. Stop finding yourself in these positions. Dawson. Again, Richarlison's not having a good game. He's not having the best game. I think a Richarlison more banging form if we're 2-0 down here, potentially 3. Everton, when they get forward, we're dealing. The thing is, we're dealing relatively well with Everton when they get forward, when they're on the counter attack. We're dealing with them okay. It's not too bad, but they're doing it so often compared to what we're doing that it's just causing problems. Lanzini's down. Don't know what's wrong. Souček's haven't given me a little tummy rub, just to let him know everything's okay. Do you know what I mean? Just to let him know. Let him know it's all right. Nick M. Oh, Declan Rice with the glasses. Hello, sir. Just didn't know he wore them. We're not playing badly, but Everton are defending well. If that header falls to anyone besides Ben Rama or Fornals, it's a goal. I disagreed with the second part of it. I agree strongly with your first part. I think Everton are defending very well. I think that the header was very difficult. You're having to sprint onto it. It's not like you're standing and attacking it. You're having to sprint full pace onto it. It's ahead of you, and it's at that stage where you can't just stand and do it. You have to sort of diving header it. It's a very difficult technique to do. Don't get me wrong. Ben Rama and Fornals are probably the two people I wouldn't want it to fall to. I would want it to fall to Mikel Antonio. If it's Mikel Antonio or if it's Thomas Souček, I think it's a goal. Anyone else on that pitch, I think, struggles with that. Or if you include Everton, Calvert-Lewin as well. But that's my opinion. But I agree with you. I think Everton are defending very well. I don't think we're playing super well. I think we're playing okay, but we're frustratingly wrong. That's the end of Lanzini's game. The end of Lanzini's game, disappointingly. Chelsea would want 40 million for Tammy. Yeah, that's why I don't think it. That's why I don't think it's. That's why I don't think, you know. We'll see. So Lanzini is unfortunately coming off. If you had in sub bingo 43 minutes, Bowen for Lanzini, congratulations. I don't think anyone did, but congratulations. Lanzini off, Jared Bowen on. Interesting. I mean, we don't have another defensive midfielder apart from Connor Coventry on the bench, and there's no way Connor Coventry is getting on because he's a youth player and David Moyes doesn't play youth players. So Bowen coming on is interesting to me. Pablo Fornals, I suspect, would be the guy who would take up that role. But we'll see. That sucks though. As Lassie says here, he's gutted for Lanzini when he was about to be back to his best. Yeah. Sucks. Should have subbed on commentary. Yeah, that's my opinion. I think we should have. But we'll see. I mean, look, Pablo Fornals in that. Look, we're staying attacking, and that's a positive thing. Pablo Fornals, I believe, could play that role. I don't know how well, but he could do it. I personally would have liked to see Coventry, but it was never going to happen. I think at least we're staying attacking is maybe the plus point I would say to that. You say West Ham can't afford Abraham, but surely if they sold Rice for 60 to 70, they could easily get him plus another player. Yes, but we would get more than that for Declan Rice. I think if you're selling Declan Rice, it'd be more than that. But you're right, we could. However, the problem is if we were to sell Declan Rice, we would have to. There's a lot of things we need to do in the squad. We don't just need a striker. We need a lot of things. And then if we sold Rice, we would need a lot more things because Declan Rice does quite a few jobs. And so it would be a case of, I don't know if we could afford to spend 40 million on Tammy Abraham at any point, unfortunately, because I think we're only going to have probably around 40. My gut says 40 million to spend in the summer anyway, 40 to 50 max. So I don't think we could afford. I don't think we could afford to spend that much on a striker. I don't know. That's my opinion. Personally. And now Kufau's down. And now Kufau is down. It was a wild elbow from Lucas Digne. He goes up to try and get the header. I don't know if it's elbow or arm that connects, but it wasn't great. Wasn't great. I just drank way too much water. There's going to be an issue. It's going to be an issue. We're coming close to full time, half time here. It's important. It is. Interesting first half of football this for West Ham and David Moyes. He's going to have to go away and come up with something here because Everton are dealing with us relatively well. I'm glad to see to an extent, as much as I think I would have preferred to see Connor Coventry come on just because I want to see youth players eventually get football. As much as David Moyes doesn't want to see that, as much as I would prefer to see that, I think ultimately if we're being honest about it, at least we're keeping an attacking. At least we're keeping the attacking vibes going. It's been an interesting half of football. I'm not super happy with it. I think we're playing okay, but to be honest with you, Everton have dealt with us very, very well. Everton have dealt with us very, very well. This is a situation where we need to look at it and we say Moyes needs to figure something out. Moyes needs to figure something out. I wish you were right, Mio. I wish you were right. I don't know what he could do. I don't know what he can do because Everton have come out and we're talking cup final. Everton are playing it like a cup final. They are defensively strong. They're hitting us on the counter attack when they need to. It's not unreal football. It's not anything, but it's very accomplished and it's very on point. At this point, I don't know what we can do. And that's maybe the biggest shame is I'm not sure what we can do. Antonio could stop cutting wide. That's my biggest problem with it so far, but we'll see. I think Everton had a game plan that shows, yeah, I strongly agree. They knew what they wanted to do and they're doing it. They're doing it. You're ruining it, Everton. You're ruining it. And joining us live from Stoke, it's Gio Mackie. Hello. How are you?
Not good, mate. It's just a bit. We're not playing bad. It's just I was expecting better, though. I was expecting better.
Yeah. What's wrong?
I think Ancelotti's done a number on David Moyes today. I think Ancelotti's formation has completely done us a little bit. Playing two up front, I was a bit concerned in the build-up show. Maybe it's confirmation bias. Gonzalo says it. I was concerned in the build-up show with them playing two up front. They were targeting Craig Dawson and Craig Dawson's lack of pace, if you like, and that's where the goal come from. But also playing three centre-backs, Everton today, all we're doing is getting it wide and crossing it. It's Antonio against Mina, Holgate, and Keane. They're managing fine. The crosses aren't causing them trouble. The one cross that did cause them trouble went to Benrahma, and he's got to be scoring that. As simple as that, really. I think Benrahma's lucky Lanzini went off injured because I think he would have come off at half time for Jared Bowen, actually. I don't know, Charlie. It's just a bit. It's going to kick off in the second half, by the way. I think we need to be disciplined here because this game's heating up. There's been some crunchy tackles going in from both teams. The refs allowed it. And when he has been blown for a free kick, a lot of refs would have shown a yellow card here or there just to calm it down and control tempo. The refs allowing this game to heat up a bit. And there's a lot on the line. Both teams, there's a lot of line here. I think this game could get a bit tasty in the second half as well. I think the cards could start coming out and stuff, and it's going to be a case of who's going to keep your composure. I think Richarlison looks wound up. I think Tom Davies looks wound up. I think Jesse Lingard looks wound up. I think there's a few players just need to just be careful in the second half.
I'm getting frustrated. I was talking. I want to know your opinion on this because I was saying this during the game, and I don't think Antonio is having a bad game. I should say this. I don't think he's having a bad game, but what he's doing is very frustrating to me. And I think part of it, I've just had a thought. You know that interview when it was like, he said that David Moyes told him to just always be in line with the ball. Yeah. We're working our way down the left and he keeps drifting out to that left-hand side. And when he picks up the ball, he's doing okay things with it. He's not playing badly, but we need him, in my opinion, in that centre, occupying those centre-backs, dragging them around, moving them out of position, because otherwise they're just going to stand there and go, okay, what are you going to do then? And it's frustrating me. It's getting to me.
Yes. Souček's getting in the box as well today, which is good to see. But like you said, Antonio's got the ball, looking to cross it, and he's looking up as if to say, who's in the box? Well, you're meant to be, mate. It's meant to be you in the box. There's no point putting Lingard or Bowen in the box. They're not going to win it in the air, are they? Or for now, they're just not going to do anything. Antonio needs to stay still, and that is stay in the middle of the box and hope something falls for him. And something will fall for him, almost through the law of averages, if anything else. You know, he's had one or two sniffs, you know, that sort of half-hearted penalty call when he got Barnes in the back and stuff like that. So it is coming his way, but I think our formation's wrong, Charlie. Or should I say, I don't think our formation's wrong. I think Everton's formation's right. Yeah. And I think that's nullifying us completely. And I think we're really struggling. And it's going to be a case of what you're going to do about it, Moyes, because I think we've got to change something. I think if we continue as we are, I can't really see it scoring. Everton look reasonably comfortable at the minute.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave you for a couple of minutes.
Cheers. Anyway, live chat, get your comments in. What you think is going right, what you think is going wrong. Let's get your comments in. We'll have a little look and we'll see what you're saying. Cripple Sunday. That's not Cripple Sunday. It is Cripple Sunday. I get the formation works against Burnley, but Everton are a few levels above. Calvert-Lewin is really good. Similar thoughts to myself, really. That is similar to what I'm saying. Liam, do you think Noble or Declan will give them a talk at half time? Probably not. I'd imagine. I've got a feeling they'll be away from the squad. I think the squad will go in the changing room. I think they'll stay up in the hospitality bit and stuff and discuss the game between themselves. And Speckling Rice won't be getting involved. You can have that for free. That's a bad joke, but it's not as bad as West Ham's performances in the first half. James says that Lingard and Ben Rama has been poor. Antonio needs to stop going wide. I agree with all that. I don't think Lingard's been playing well enough. I feel sorry for Lingard, though. It doesn't excuse Lingard. But there's one or two times today. There was that time he was about 25 yards out from goal unmarked, waving his arms around. The ball went out left, and then he tried that 1-2 with Jared Bowen at the end, and Bowen just wasn't quite good enough. And there's often times where with Jesse, since he's joined, you often get the feeling just sometimes they're just not quite on his level, quite on his wavelength. And he tries little tricks or something. The other one doesn't really it doesn't really pay off. We need to see a little bit more from Jesse, though. This is bang on. Harry says Carlos is spot on. I completely agree. I think this is the problem here. I think he's got it right. And because they've gone 1-0 up, it's now a case of, well, Moyes, what are you going to do? I am worried. Moyes isn't one for making changes quickly. Moyes can be some sort of hesitant sometimes. And we are getting some we're getting some chances, just not enough. Robert Snow popped 79 pence in. If you made a comment, Robert, I'm sorry, I can't see it, but thank you very much for the 80p, Robert. Massively appreciated. Let's keep going. Bonnie Hammer saying Dawson was so slow for the goal. He was. It wasn't just slow. He was sort of like 2 yards behind. Do you know when the ball came from Ben Godfrey? Craig Dawson was already a yard or two behind Soufal before Calvert-Lewin even started his run. It was just a bit frustrating. The more you watch it, the more you get a bit frustrated with Craig Dawson. I'm not Craig Dawson's biggest fan. I've never been his biggest fan. Like I said, I thought he had a really good start to his career at West Ham. Surprised me. But the last few games, I thought he'd done okay against Burnley. But that was easy for Dawson. That's Dawson's cup of tea. Burnley, head the ball out the box over and over and over again. That is what he will do well. But when the ball's on the deck, Dawson struggles a bit. I thought he was poor against Newcastle. A few games before that, he was poor as well. I think he's been iffy again today. But their goal, it's almost like trademark. How to beat Craig Dawson that is how you do it. Fantastic team goal. Great ball by Godfrey. Fantastic finish by Calvert-Lewin as well. I have to agree with Eric here. To control the midfield, Alanda's quality. He's really turned up today, isn't he? He's one of my favourite signings of the season. I thought he'd have done better than he has at Everton so far, but I think today's top on. Ben, I don't know what Moyes can do with our bench. What's your opinion? I don't know. We've used Bowen. Who we got left? We've got Yarmolenko, Mipo. We're not going to see him. I think Moyes might have to. I think David Moyes might actually have to switch to 3 at the back in order to give Antonio extra support. The problem is that's going to require a youngster, I think, and that youngster being Connor Coventry, because we need to get Souček. We need to get Souček up the only area that we are getting space out wide. We're getting plenty of room in the wide positions to get the crosses in. The problem is we're winning nothing in the box. We're not really getting there. They've got 3 centre-backs. They've got 3 big centre-backs, 3 centre-backs who are good in the air. But they've also got 3 centre-backs that's good on the deck as well. Keane, Mina and Godfrey, they're not... Out the 5 centre-backs on show today, Craig Dawson is probably the poorest on the floor. I think he's probably the best in the air. But on the floor, he's the poorest, right? Everton's 3 are good on the... So if Everton are given a space out wide, you've got to utilise that by crossing. Then you've got to make your crosses count. And at the minute... The Everton defence are finding it easy. I think we almost need to get a second striker on there, possibly Yarmolenko, or just put Lingard directly with Antonio, but it's better, a bit deeper. But to do that, you're probably going to have to switch your 3 at the back. So I don't know what he would do. Also, Dan Masuaku, Creswell would have to be left wing back. It's probably Ben Rama that would make way. I don't know. Moyes has got to do something. Anthony Jones is saying similar shots totals, but not on target. That's the main difference. We can get back in the match. The only thing I will argue with that, Anthony, is some of our shots have been from outside the box now. Everton's is a little bit in the box, closer to goal. The reason they've had some on target is because they're in better shooting opportunities, whereas ours seems a little bit pot shot kind of thing. But Ben Rama has to be doing better with his chance. He absolutely has to be. He's sort of, it's a fragile name to use, Saeed Ben Rama. You sort of criticise him, you get a backlash and stuff like that. But that's a sitter. That chance that Ben Rama missed is an absolute sitter. So while we're all waiting for his first goal, he's got no excuses today. That was put on a plate for him, and he's missed it. He's absolutely missed it. Dawson against Calvin is dangerous. Souček has to hand back now if Fornals doesn't go to. I will be honest with you. My little betting tip, I don't put them out on Twitter so much anymore because people just moan whether, like as if you're going to get all of them right. But I'll tell you what, I've had a little bet. Pablo Fornals to get a yellow card, 15-2. So £10 out, 85 quid back. Pablo Fornals get booked in the second half because A, I can't see him coming off. Who's going to play centre mid? And B, he's going to struggle. Fornals is going to struggle in there. Richarlison drops deep, gets the ball. Everton have been breaking down the middle of the pitch because that's where they've got their numbers. And I think there's going to be one or two opportunities in there for Fornals to commit a few fouls, including those tactical ones where you just take a yellow card for the team. So there's your geo betting tip for the second half. Pablo Fornals yellow card, 15-2 on Bet365. And Colm says that Everton are really up for it. We will get our chance and hope we take it. We've got to create chances, though. We've got to create the chances. Claret says that this is why Ben Rama isn't for him. He's a great dribbler, but the finishing of a championship player. There was that opportunity as well. He had to cut it back to Souček, and he took the shot on. It was just a bit selfish. He thought, "Oh, come on, mate, come on! You've got to sharpen up a bit here. You've really got to sharpen up." What would my next sub be? In all honesty, I'd keep it as it is, Hammer. I would probably keep it. If I had to do a sub, I'd be ruthless. I would hook Dawson and put Ogbonna on at half-time because every time Everton get the ball, I'm scared. I am scared as to what they're going to do to Craig Dawson. Dawson is basically said to Ancelotti, I will struggle if you run at me. I'd be surprised if Everton don't come out and put Richarlison's faster than Calvin. Calvin-Lewin's got good movement and stuff, but Richarlison's faster, he's a bit more aggressive. And I think if he goes against Dawson, Dawson's in trouble. What will concern me, by the way, this did concern me in the first half. Creswell's marking Calvin-Lewin at corners, and I don't like that. I get why, because Souček and all that's in the 6-yarder, protecting the goalkeeper, doing the zonal marking. We've got the player marking going on with Creswell. But if they just start hitting corners 2 or 3 yards slightly towards the penalty spot, then it's going to be a 50-50 battle in there between Calvin-Lewin and Creswell. And I can tell you what, when they reach the top of their leap, it's no longer a 50-50 battle. It's Calvin-Lewin will win it all day long. I'm a bit worried. I don't know how you're feeling, Charlie, but I'm a little bit worried.
I am as well. And it's because of what you said. I just heard you say that you wouldn't make any changes like subs. And I'm the same. I wouldn't make any subs. But I have to ask myself, then what do we need to do differently?
Yeah, you've got to do something. You can't do the same again.
Yeah, because Everton just have our number.
No, Ancelotti has Moyes' number so far. I think this is where Moyes has got to change. Moyes has got to change something at half-time. I don't know what. He's got to do something. We can't repeat that. We just didn't have enough going forward. And Everton they've got their tactics bang on. And that Everton bench is tasty, by the way. They've got some decent players on there. There you go, look. Holgate, Delph, Decore, and Kuku, who's that left back, and Gomez, Bernard, Iwobi, and Josh King. It's a decent bench. That is a bench. Like Ancelotti's got options on there. You look at our bench, we've got about 5 defenders and 1 attacker, and that's it. And that's harsh on Mipo Debeco, but let's be honest, he's not coming on.
No, 0 chance.
He's just not coming on. The only players that come on there is Fredericks, Johnson. Albonna's unlikely unless we switch the feet back. Balbuena won't come on. Commentary won't come on. Bowen is on. Odebecker won't come on. And we've got Yarmolenko. So we've got one attacker, Yarmolenko, 2 right backs. That is our.
Like you could go, maybe we need to, because you can't really bring on any more attackers, really, because there's no space for them. Who are we moving? Like if you change it, you're changing formation. You're looking at maybe changing it to 5 at the back, changing something like that. But then at that point, it's like, well, you're taking off less attackers to try and break down an Everton side who are already holding off quite well. It's a
But
case
you've got to get more people in the box, Charlie. You've got to get more people in the box. We're getting everything. There's loads of room out wide. We're having loads of room. Sufjan Creswell got loads of space. Ben Rama's got a decent bit of room. The problem is, final ball ain't always good enough. It's getting cleared by the first man a lot. And when it is good enough, the people just aren't doing enough in the box. Antonio's it's not quite falling for him. Souček needs to get in the box. But apart from them two, we don't really have anyone that's good in the air. And just them two in the box, they're up against 3 Everton centre-backs. And that's disregarding Alan and Davies tucking in there and stuff. You've got Lingard, Fornals. We have Lanzini, so it'll be Bowen in the second half. They're all lining up half outside the box and knocking about and stuff. But I think the way we're going to score, Charlie, is outside the 18-yarder today. I think if we're going to score, I think it's going to be someone's scoring from 20, 25 yards out. And there's only one player I think we've got capable of doing that from not on dead ball, and that's Jesse Lingard or Andrei Yarmolenko.
Yeah, Ben Rama will try it, but he's not shown he can do it yet. Yeah.
Yarmolenko will appear at some point if we're still needing a goal, and I think he would probably put on Fredericks
Maybe
for Ben Rama. Ben Rama's going to go off a suiting because that chance he missed.
I heard he's talking about that. I'm slightly less harsh on him on that chance, but there was.
Oh, come on, that's
are you talking about the header?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's a sitter.
He's got all the time in the world to do that. You hit the target, he probably scored.
It's not like when you loft one up for Andy Carroll and he has all the time in the world to pick, to charge. He has to run onto it, and it's at like that awkward height where you sort of have to do a diving header no matter what.
It's that standstill though when he's running onto it. By the time he gets there, he's ready for it.
I don't disagree, but someone in the chat was like, if that lands to anyone else but him or maybe Fornals, then it's in. But I was like, no, I think if it lands to Antonio, it's in. If it lands to Souček, it's in. Anyone else, I think, would struggle.
I don't know. See, I think he picks the wrong option. A lot of players, Aaron Creswell would have headed that into the ground or something. He'd have headed it down and hoped it goes as similar. Anyway, right, second half starting, Charlie. So I'm going to disappear and watch it, but I'll catch you in a bit. Keep up the good work.
Enjoy yourself. And everyone, if you're off to watch the second half as well, subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. We're here until full time when Gio and Gonza will be back, of course, to make their review. They're going to make it, apparently. That's the verb I've decided to use there. They'll be live for their review. Come back, watch it then. If you're to watch the second half, enjoy yourself. And let's just hope we step it up a little bit here. We need to. Aslan, that's a big call. 2 Antonio goals, bold. You're a braver man than I to say something like that. You're a braver man than I. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We need to come out positively. An early goal would do us wonders here. We need to look. We're asking questions of Everton. It's not like we're not. It's just they have the answers, and the answer is no. It's not a situation where we're not doing anything whatsoever, but we're just not making it difficult for them. We're not making it difficult for them at all. We need to figure out some way to do that with the players on the pitch. Like Gio said, he wouldn't make a sub. I'm the same. I don't think there's anyone I would look to try and get on the pitch in order to try and change this up significantly. Maybe Yarmolenko, as he said, he could take shots from distance, which is something that might happen. But again, we need to stop just aimlessly crossing it into the box and hoping for the best. They've got Godfrey, they've got Mina, they've got Keane in the centre, who are all big boys who are all going to go, nah. We're making it easy for them. They're making easy for them. There you go. Rebecca's just said the exact same thing. It's almost like she's smart. They're reading us very well, and it's making it easy for them. Yeah. And at that point, what do you do? It's not a case of we don't really have the subs on the bench because Odebeku's not going to come on. I was thinking as I was off making a cup of tea and going to toilet and stuff, I was like, maybe I'll take off Antonio and put on Odebeku just because I want someone who's naturally a striker who's just going to be able to cause problems for them. Because right now, Antonio's doing what he should be doing in every other match. When we're playing counter-attacking football where we don't have the 3 behind a striker, what Antonio is doing is what I want him to be doing. But in this game specifically, I don't want him doing that. But he's not a striker. He's not a natural striker. He's not a learned striker. So he can't really just snap into doing that out of nowhere. So maybe my brain was like, oh, maybe you get Odebeku and maybe you put him in that role because then maybe he'll be able to deal with it. I don't know that for certain, and it's not going to happen because he's me, Odebeku, therefore he won't come on. Calvert-Lewin tries to rise up for a header, which had no real chance of going in. Fabianski collects it. Big looping one. Attack fast now, West Ham. And we turn and we go backwards. Still. Ben Rama trying to switch the play to Kufau, who, to be fair to him, does incredibly well to almost get there, but it's too far ahead of him. Can't happen. It's the game if we had Anderson on the bench. Yeah. He can hit him from range. Flipping it, can Anderson hit him from range? Whole team looks off the pace. Yeah, I agree. It's not even that we're playing super badly. It's just Everton have 118 us. Do you know what I mean? They've got our number. Stress. Everton are playing us at his own game. We're one-trick ponies. I mean, that's the thing is Burnley played how we play in defensive counter-attacking football, but they played 4-4-2. You know, and there weren't enough people at Burnley to stop us. Changing to 5 at the back has done us in massively. Everton have just, they've stood us up, basically. What can you do? I did that problem where I've eaten... I ate a Viscount, a chocolate, before drinking this, and now all of the sugar has gone from this. I had one sugar in it. I can't even taste it now. It just tastes like pure tea, and that's not something I do. I'm not a builder, I can't be dealing with that. I need something else in my team. Something like Carlo Ancelotti masterclass. Listen, Mourinho, I don't necessarily disagree with you, mate. I think he's got it bang on. I think he's bang on. Lanzini could shoot from distance, yeah. I wish he was still here. Nick. He did it at one time. It was beautiful. West Ham might be done with top 4 after this. I think top 4 was always a stretch before this anyway, but I do agree. I don't think it's going to happen now, unfortunately. We'll see what happens. But Sufal again trying to work his way down the right-hand side. Everton, man, they're just organised. That's a great switch over to Ben Rama. Late short, Cresswell's there maybe. Puts it in centrally towards Fornals. Souček looking to try and do something. Look how many people Everton have back here. Look how the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've got basically every player behind the ball. Just stood in front of us as we're trying to pass it around. Like, they're more than happy to let us do it. It's just not happening. Cresswell's down, holding his thigh. Doesn't look good, actually, to be fair. He looks in a lot of pain. I see the replay. I didn't actually see what happened. It was a bad touch, which was heavy. It comes inwards. He sort of slips backwards, which makes it even worse. And then he slides in, and him and I don't know who it is. I'm not sure who it is. Absolutely clatter coming together, and he's down. He's down, and it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good from Aaron Cresswell. Can you say Ryan Fredericks? Here he comes. Don't know that for certain yet, but potentially. Yeah, top 4 was possible if we win this. I think because of what's happened with everyone else. At the same time, I don't know. I think after our loss the other week, I crossed top 4 off. I was like, no, it's not going to happen. We need to concentrate on Europa League now. I mean, look, if we win this, then it's still on, but it requires other people to keep losing and us to keep winning. And the chances of them to keep losing and us to keep getting the results is unlikely. So I'm looking towards Europa League is my personal one. If we win this, maybe I'll change my mind. But at this point, I don't think we're going to win this. We need to change our plan of attack up significantly here, and it's just not happening. Pickford looks like he's wearing our lucky third kit. It does look a lot like that. The only thing that differentiates is the slightly like grayer bits, but it looks very similar. Looks very similar. West Ham will get Europa or at least conference. Yeah, I'd be happy with that. Listen, if we get any European football, I'm happy with it. If we get Champions League, obviously I'm hyped. So if we get literally any European football, I'm happy with it. Is that a CEX advert? Wild. I think the Europa Conference League theme will be an absolute classic. The conference. This is the conference. The conference. I don't know what's going to be. Well, all right, here's a question for the chat. If you could pick one song, to be the theme song of the Europa Conference League, what would it be? Mine would. Let me have a think about that. I'm happy to start singing the West Ham is in the Europa League. Listen, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that to no end. Listen, if we get European football, I'm hyped. I'm flipping hyped. Benny Hill theme, strong. Darude, Sandstorm, strong. The Wallace and Croydon, banger. Another Darude. All right, Darude Sandstorm is so far. Keep up. I can't. Can you keep up? Keep up. Can you keep up? Something. The universe. I can't remember the lyrics. Maybe. Get Lucky. Sound of the Summer. Good classic song. Baby Elephant Walk Right, said Freck. I'm too sexy. Yes. Good ball in. Headway again. Shot. Blocked by Fornals. Shot from West Ham there by Fornals, and it's a block. It's a good block. Played out wide. Again, Everton just saying to us, you see that wide space? You can just have it. Cresswell plays it in. Yet again, Yerry Mina head on the ball. Then Fornals gets his shot away, and it's blocked, I think, by Tom Davis. It is blocked by Tom Davis. Tragedy by Steps. Dedicated to KK. What? Listen, she'd love it. I'd love it. Seven Nation Army. Baby Shark. Baby. Baby. Headed away. One goal for us and Everton will fold, says Danny. I mean, it's bold. Seven Nation Army again. We're having another Seven Nation Army. Why have our crosses been so bad? I think they've just got a space. They've just got no space to make it. They've got enough people in there to stop the crosses being effective, you know? Steps, Tragedy, Baby Shark, anything by Thundercat. Yes. Sorry, I'm getting excited. Reach, Reach is an excellent shout. Thematically, it's beautiful. The theme from Minder. When's Rice coming back? Probably in the next couple of... I would suspect, if not the next game, the game after that. So soon, before the end of the season, in time for the Euros. But, yeah. Everton break forward again here. Basically, they've got so few people going forward. And we deal with it and clear it away. We need something here. Okay, so from the chat, the CEX ad. What? I'm so confused. Is Lingard playing good? He's fine. He's not really doing much. To be honest, none of our attacking players are really doing much. It's not been a great game. Fredericks is warming up. Looks like he's about to come on. Alex Smith with the loser. Okay. So we had 2 votes for... What did we have? We had 2 votes for Seven Nation Army. We had 2 votes for Tragedy. And there was something else people said twice as well. Sandstorm, Darude. Any one of those? UEFA, you're welcome. All bangers. I tell you what, imagine Darude Sandstorm when they were having a little stand like this. It would be great, wouldn't it? What are we doing, man? We're just being pointless. Need a bit more urgency about us. When was the last time we had 72% possession? Yeah, it's true. We're currently on 65%, which is just wild. Everton have completely read us and gone, there you go. UKIP Calypso. I don't even know UKIP Calypso. I don't even know. I need to look into this. Need a bit of Rust Boss. Always need a bit of Rust Boss. Even if it's not for him to tell us the score, just need it mentally to put us in a state to go forward. You know, I feel like that's what's missing. What? Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Get a bucket and a mop. There's lots of lyrics I can change there, but I'm going to back out of all of them. I'm going to back out of all of them. Just to sort of thought about Cresswell's down. He's having a bad time. He's having a bad time. There we go. Come on, Russ Boss. This is the kind of positivity we need. He's here. Come on. This is right. Russ is here, everyone. That means not that something's happened, but it just means that we can now all focus in and have some positive vibes, some positive energy. You know, Russ has blessed us. Russ has blessed us with the vibes to move forward. Thank you, Russ Boss. Thank you, my friend. Russ, if you had to pick a song, you're a DJ, so you'd be able to answer this. If you hear this, Russ, if you could pick a song that would be the theme for the Europa Conference League, what would it be? You're a learned man when it comes to music, Russ. I trust you. I trust you in this, Russ Boss. I trust you. Russ plays Sandstorm in the stadium. We're now just shouting instructions at Russ. We're now just shouting instructions. I'm seeing the word no. I assume they could score. I don't know. Oh, Spanish Fleet. Yes. What a shout. What a shout. Time to play the game, Triple H. Yes. Just say his name 3 times and he appears. Look, yeah. Just Russ. And then he turns up. It's great. It's great. You love it. I also don't think I didn't see the Who Loops comment. I'm hyped. West Ham charging forward here. Antonio. Back to Fornals. Out Kufau. Oh, post. Jared. The tractor boy. We finally, with a bit of pace, that's what we've been lacking, is the pace. We've been so slow. It's played across to Sufal, who tries to just slot it at home, and Bowen, who comes to him too quickly. He's having to jump over Pickford at the same time. To be fair to him, he can't do anything better than that. But, Fuming. I'll tell you who's not, though. Wally, hype. I'm hyped. We're here for it. Gas. I want to step on the gas tonight. I will just sit here and I will sing the entire stream. I'm happy to do it. Holgate is coming on. We have a chance. We'll strike. All right, Ed. Okay. Not needed right now, Ed. Edward, not needed right now, sir. Not needed. Hope you're well. To be fair, Bowen can't really do much about that. He's a difficult opportunity. He's have to jump over Pickford at the same time, and the ball's coming towards him when he's mid-jump. He can't really do anything about it. It's a struggle. It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached that time of the stream. Orange. So Yerry Mina's coming off for Mason Holgate. Oh my God, Yerry Mina's freaking huge. He's so bloody big. Ray hasn't seen anything because the boss has been in all day. Well, I say this, Ray. You ain't missed much, mate. You ain't missed much. Also, I need to get spanners sorted. But you haven't missed much. I'll give you a clue. It's not going well. Right, we're almost at orange time. It's not. Before we all get comments about it, this isn't an orange. It's tangerine or satsuma or something. What's the name of it? It just says easy peeler, but it's it's small. It's a small one, but maybe that's what we need. Maybe we need a smaller dose of orange. Maybe that was the problem before. It wasn't the amount of oranges, it was the size of the orange. You know? The motion in the ocean and all that. I think maybe that was the problem. So we're going to eat a small one today. Not because I've made that choice, just because there is no choice. These are the oranges we have in. I'm not going to eat the peel, Crazy Cam. I'm not going to eat the peel. Half and half. Gone. They've always been that size. Look. These are smaller. That's all I've got to say. That's what we're missing. We are missing Ray. We're missing Ray Force. We miss him. We miss him dearly. Holgate Firmino is quite a big difference, though. I mean, Mina's so big, and he has been a huge presence in the area. If anything, let's have a look at. Yeah, he's been winning aerial duels. Flipping hell, Calvert-Lewin's won 5 aerial duels. My goodness me. My goodness me. What have I missed, says Krusty? No, it was a good goal. It was a good goal. It was a good goal. It was Discord in the link below. Click on it. It's below. Down there. It was a good goal, Krusty. Ben Godfrey played an absolutely beautiful through ball through to Calvert-Lewin, who completely and utterly made Dawson look like an absolute mug with very simple movements. Very, very simple movements, and Dawson couldn't handle it. It ran him around the back and then slotted it home. Good goal. Good goal, to be fair. Got to respect it. Got to respect it. Rabin, I appreciate your effort, mate. I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of this. You see Rabin, right? Who just keeps saying the word goal. Learn from it. Because no one else is saying goal, my G. If everyone was saying it, I know you'd be wrong. I know you'd be right, but you're not. So we move. Chill out. Chill out, Ed. Chill out. Chill. I've had the second vaccine now, mate. I'm indestructible. I'll come up, Leeds, and we can have a scrap. All right. I'm vaccinated now. I'm unkillable. I'm unbeatable. I'm undefeated. I will roll up there, bruv. I've been jabbed in the arm twice. Okay. Don't start, bruv. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Let's have a bare knuckle fight. Yeah, I'm like Wade Barrett, bruv. You don't mess with me. I'm like Wade Barrett in his prime. Come up there with a gavel and just clonk you, bruv. Have a wrestling match. I'll have a graps. A little grips. You know what I mean? Killer Kowalski. I'm done. Benedict, Yarmolenko needs to come on 10 minutes. So frustrated to see defensive play. Yeah, potentially. I don't know who for. But just getting him on would perhaps create something. I mean, the thing is, Everton are just all... They're just there. They just know what they're doing. You know? They're in a situation now where they can just sit and watch us and go, no. And it's frustrating to watch. And Yarmolenko would bring a little something. Free kick goes against West Ham there. It's just annoying. It's just annoying. You know? Fair, good to see you, Krusty. Hey, subscribe if you're new around here. Like the video. We have Everton fans on from time to time. Good to see you. Good to see you. For your own sake, I'm glad you're getting a result here. For your sake, of course. For ours, obviously not, but for you, good. I'll be MJF. Look, I'll be MJF. I don't mind because I'm better than you, and you know it. So I'm happy to be MJF. Yarmolenko's poor, says Luke. I don't think he's poor. He's not. Yarmolenko is very good at what he does. It's just he has that one thing. So he has incredibly good close ball control. He can shoot from range. He's got a good touch, but he doesn't really have more than that. Like he doesn't have pace, for example. I'd say it's not. I'll take off Antonio's point. He's just not doing anything. Come on, let's go. So I wouldn't say Yarmolenko's poor at all. I wouldn't say he was poor at all. I think he's pretty decent. How poor was it? I haven't actually watched it yet. I've been trying to get through that show for about a week and a half or whenever the show was, Wednesday. I've been trying to watch it since then. I'm still only on the first half of the show, but I have heard as much. But I don't even know. I know something that happens in the final match, in the Blood and Guts match itself, but I don't know who wins. So we'll see. But yeah, ball whipped in by Lingard, headed down. Nothing for String. We really need to up the pace. Yeah, I agree, Ionix. I mean, that's the key here is we want to get in and do more. We're not passing with enough. We're not zazzing it about. Our best chance to Kufal came because we were passing faster for the first time ever. Yeah, he's ripped, isn't he? He's weird. He's always got a weird body shape. Maybe it's not a weird body shape. He's just got a long head, but man's ripped. WWE does War Games better. Yeah, that's fair. War Games are great. War Games are always great. All the War Games matches are excellent, to be fair. I want to go watch some War Games now. And also, it has the benefit of William Regal. Because Blood and Guts is great, but is anything as good as War Games? I don't think there is. Potentially in life is the way I would potentially say. What do you think about Wesley Fofana? I think he is very good. Is his first name Wesley? How did I not know that? I think he's a very good centre-back. Next question. I'll eat my hat if he does anything. Mate, what hat? Is it the big one? The big, like, sort of like summery one that you'd wear in like Greece when you're feeling threatened. Is that the one we're talking about? Because if so, it's a lot. It's a lot of hat. It's a lot of hat to eat. Uh, 7-Eleven comes in with that. Right, fair. Yeah, the big floppy summer one. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Mate, there's a lot of CEX ads going around. You know, they've put their dollars on the line. You know, look, I'm not saying it's a great. I could easily spend hours in a CEX. But what I would say is this: from a business standpoint, it's bollocks, mate. They buy so low and sell so high. I saw something on Twitter the other day. Someone saw a used PS4 in it for like 700 quid. It's like, excuse me? Could spend hours in there though. Do love going in a CEX, but they are bollocks. That's a great stat, Joseph. If true, that's an excellent stat. We've hit the woodwork more than any Prem times this season, 21 times now. Flipping heck. Wouldn't surprise me either. So check, commit to foul there on Richarlison, who's having a little struggle on the floor. Picks up a yellow card for his troubles. Here's what it is. It's true, it does help clips, to be fair. It does help clips. And that's really the goal here. CX and Turnpike Lane is closed down. Really? The one that's down Wood Green High Street? Like just past Turnpike Lane, that one. That's on, if you're walking from Turnpike Lane to Wood Green, it's on the right. Just before the Sainsbury's. Is it closed down? I've spent many a time in that shop. Spent many a time in there. Would go in there. There, that one. Mad. Would go in there, have a look at the various electrical goods that I had no even inkling that I was going to try and buy. I'm looking at it and I'm going, oh, I could get an iPhone 5 for however much money, and then would leave. Sad. I miss Wood Green Shopping Centre. That Burger King at the top, that's so run down. So run down. You've got a good what else is in there? You've got a Wilco's in there. There's a game on the bottom floor. You know, you go past the game bit and you have like the little food court sections. Yeah. There's a place in there that does a real good fry up. When I worked in Wood Green, I used to walk through it every day. Every day. Imagine you've got a iPhone, you could FaceTime, but you can never. Yeah, but I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to. We could just like video call or like WhatsApp or something. We could download Skype and use that. But no, you don't want to, blood. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I respect the hustle. It's like when what do you call it? In secondary school, someone would like buy like a 5-pack of gold bars for like £1 at the Poundland down the road and then sell them for like 50p each. I would never buy them, but I respect the hustle. The kid made profit, you know what I mean? Kid made profit. Jesse very, very frustrated with the very, very frustrated yellow card there. For I don't really know what, if I'm being perfectly honest, but he's got it. He's got it. Who knows? Who else? I can. I mean, look, I don't think he's necessarily been the bigger problem here. I think West Ham in general, I don't think it's a case of we can all if we have a negative opinion on a player, for example, like Ben Rama or someone else with Fornals or someone else with whoever, it doesn't matter, it can make a difference. And the whole team plays bad, we can look at them and go, well, they play bad. But the whole team, no one in this team has covered themselves in glory, particularly, if I'm being perfectly honest. It's just not happening. The gears haven't fully whirred in this game at all for West Ham. Everton have been significantly better. And we were talking about every game being a cup final and everything in a run to potentially get Champions League and whatnot. And Everton have played champion. They've played that's a great opportunity. Yo, who was that with the block? Was that Jesse Lingard? Jesse Lingard. Jesus Christ. I've changed my mind. He's been world class. What a block by Jesse Lingard. Everton played the ball forward, doing really well. Got into an excellent position. And Jesse Lingard, of all people, tracking back. An outrageously good block. Flipping hell. And a yellow card for Alan for his tackle on Jared Bowen. Are we going to get a replay of that? Yo, flipping hell. That challenge from Alan on Bowen was wild. I wanted to see that. I wanted to see that Jesse Lingard block again because that was beautiful. Yeah, they've all just been crap, man. It's frustrating. It is what it is. We talk about every game being a cup final between now and then. Everton have played this like it was a cup final. They've got their tactics spot on. They've stifled us massively. They've got the goal and they've not really need to stress about it. It's been a very calm game for Everton, and from everyone outside of that, it's been utter trash. if you're neutral, aka Ed, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Calvert-Lewin does well to just drift past the midfield. He's in a non-threatening position, but it is what it is. And Everton reset, start to play the ball back. It was interesting to see Mikel Antonio essentially just take up a position on the wing once Bowen came on and Bowen play up front. Pointless because he's done nothing on the wing when he was playing up front, but still we move. Incredibly stupid. We're going to see a block again here. It was a good opportunity by Everton. They broke forward well, and then Calvert-Lewin into the feet of, I think it's Seamus Coleman. Is it Seamus Coleman who got forward? Calvert-Lewin does really well, by the way, to hold it up, to find the ball. It is Seamus Coleman and Jesse Lingard. That is unreal from Jesse Lingard. Excellent work. Excellent. As West Ham has clipped me, and oh my God. Excellent. You know, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Listen, Clips, if you ever need anything, any specific, if you ever need me to say anything, I can get rid of everything on the screen. I can give you a fresh a fresh thing, and then you can, when next time I get to the final of a quiz, and you get asked to make a video saying good luck to everyone, you can use it. But I mean, I'll never get to the final of a quiz again because I was there purely by luck. But at the same time, if you ever need it, let me know. But the most important thing here is that Frederick is captain. I strongly agree. Strongly agree. That's what we need. That's what we've always needed. Corner played in, headed away very easily by Everton once more. Lofted back into the box in an interesting way, but still again cleared away by Everton. A terrible pass back out, lands at the feet of Kufau, who puts it in. Blocked. Everton get it again. And the Davis tries to run it out, and we just snuff it out. Yarmolenko ends up coming away with the ball. Does well to dispossess him. There was about 3 players trying it. Yarmolenko finally does it. West Ham regain possession once more. Back down the line, Kufau, who's on the left-hand side for some reason, plays it in. Headed. Over. It's annoying, isn't it? So many different opportunities there to do something. Everton literally giving us the ball, giving it to us, and we just couldn't do. We refused to not just sort of loft it into the box. Like what? It's not worked for the opening 80 minutes of this match. Why do you think lofting it in from a worse position was going to do it anymore when Everton were already in the defensive area, were already in a defensive shape? What would you think was going to happen there? And yet we just continue to try and do it, just banging our head against the wall. Do you remember the first trailer that came out for Far Cry 3? And Vass says the falsely attributed Albert Einstein quote. Well, Albert Einstein says it, but the quote is misquoted. But the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Now, it's misquoted, but my lord, guys, please do something. Do something. Do something. Dawson down after a clash with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Tell you what, Lewin's hair-beard combo is pretty good. I'll give him that. Whoa. Calvert-Lewin doing one of them. And it's not gone well for Dawson. Lingard's crap versus low blocks was the same. United only plays well when given lots of space to run into. I think he's better when he's given lots of space to run into. I think we're crap against low blocks. I would increase that across the entire team. I think West Ham under David Moyes currently at this point in time is crap against low blocks. I'm not saying he's obviously significantly better, like you say, when he has a lot of space to run into. I strongly agree with that, but I don't think it's just him. I think that's a West Ham problem in general. Is it's my opinion. Yeah. This. Throw in. Come on. Yes. Get in. His beard is far too pubey. Fair. That is very true. But if that's the only beard you can grow, I think the look of it altogether works. You know what I mean? I think the look of it altogether works. Now, you could maybe get it down to a more stubble length, a bit like this. This isn't good, but a bit like this, and try to work on it from there. But I think the look is working. That's my opinion, anyway. Josh, you are king. David Moyes' number one target is coming on to score, undoubtedly so. Seamus Coleman. West Ham went to take a throw in quick. I think it was Soufal who went to take the throw in quickly. Soufal, that's why he's on the left. He's changed to left back, right? I see. Soufal went to take it. Seamus Coleman, as Soufal's got the ball in hand, he just went and just touched the ball as if to go, no. And I tell you what, it was effective. We slowed down our throw in. You've got to respect it. You've got to respect it. You've got to respect it. Richarlison's coming off. Richarlison, an iffy game. iffy game, I would say. Not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but certainly not an unreal game from Charlison. He has been better before. He has been better. I think it's a case of like he's got forward into decent enough positions, but it's just not quite happened for him. It's just not quite happened for him. Is what it is. Is what it is for Charlton. He's still caused us trouble. So when you're causing trouble and you're not having the best game of your life, we move. So Josh King's now on to cause us even more troubles. Sigurdsson tries to find Calvert-Lewin. Dinked across. Joshua King off the post. And Fabianski collects. Flipping heck. The ball through was good. Ball through to Calvert-Lewin is good. He gets snuffed out by Fabianski. He then flicks it back across to Josh King, who hits it off the post. I don't know if is it a post or Dawson? They're making it seem like it was Dawson potentially. I think it's the post. Fair play. We're slowing down now. Fabian Delph coming on. Carlo Ancelotti, he's got the job done. He's just here to slow everything down, to stop it. Sigurdsson coming off. Just trying to click around on the back end. There we go. With 5 minutes left here, honestly, I can't see anything happening for us. Something wild, a swing from far potentially, but outside of that, I just don't see it happening. Unfortunately. Carlo Ancelotti very, very strongly has... Well, Carlo Ancelotti just has Moyes' number, doesn't he? You rang him up, asked him, yo, what's your formation going to be? What are you going to do? The answer is this. It's frustrating. Very frustrating game to watch. See, I don't mind it if we were doing anything past that. I don't mind it too much if at the other end we step forward a gear and try and get like more... Just do anything, but realistically, we're not. We're doing it because we have no ideas, you know? Masterclass. Yeah, I mean, look, I wouldn't even put it as far as saying masterclass. I think he just knew what to do. I think it's just annoyingly depressing situation to be in. It wasn't even a case of like, he got it right, and I don't want to say it was bad by any stretch of imagination, but meh, absolute meh. It's we don't, yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of speechless about it, can't I? Potentially. It's not, you know what, fair enough. Look. True Cockney dying bird breed. Sorry, I can't read apparently. Lockdown is over now. The barbers are open. Then go. Unless you are a barber. If you're a barber, then congratulations on your incoming business. I hope your business does well, sir. I hope your business does well. If you would like to, but hey, listen, if you want to take this further and actually go for a cheeky swipe, come at me. I'd enjoy it. It would give me something to do in this game, which is saying a lot because there's not been much more to do. It's not been much more to do. Congrats. We'll see. We'll see. I'll let you decide, True Cockney. If you want to give me something to do with the next 5 minutes, more than happy for you to. More than happy for you to. But let me know. Let me know. Yeah. Where is it? There we go. Yeah. It's frustrating. We don't shoot enough. And then when we do shoot and it goes wide, we get annoyed because we've shot. It's a very frustrating. The whole thing is just very frustrating. You can't. You just is the answer. You know. Right, with 1 minute plus stoppage time to go, I think now's the time, ladies and gentlemen. Who has been your West Ham man of the match today? I can't really be asked at the minute. Okay. Neither can I. I've had to see it for several hours, so we move. Who has been your West Ham man of the match if you had to pick one? And whoever it is will get the Hammers Chat Watch Along man of the match, of course. While you do that, hey, subscribe if you're new around here. Like the video. Thank you very much. We are live every single match day with a watch along. All of them. All of them. Never not here. I'm always here. Live on the internet. Come one, come all. Get involved. I appreciate it. Patreon.com/HammersChat. There's a link in the description below. Link in the description below if you wish to get involved in that. Just have a click, have a gander, have a look. Lots of different tiers that do lots of different things. It's worth a gander. Thank you very much. Gio and Gonzo will be live very soon. Very, very soon with their thing. What's what I was saying? With their review. So get hyped for that. I'd like to say thank you once again to Mr. Pardew, Alan, Andreas, Ashley Kemp, Cargo Benedict, Bloxy Peach, Bruno, Charlie Waller, Chippy, Chuck, good to see you, my friend, David Moyes, Duvet Dancer, Eric Olstead, Faux Sheezy, Gaming Clips, Hammer Down Under Ionix, Jack, Jacob, John, Jose Mourinho, Joseph P, Keith, Metal Corey, Mike Evans, Mr. P Hammer, Mohammed, Rebecca, Richard Barlow, Richard Walton, Rob Willis, Robert Snow, the True Cockney Dying Breed, and Wally World for all of your just getting involved. I appreciate it. I respect it. Let's have a look at your man of the match. Let's have a look at your man of the matches. Who've we got? Lingard, Fornals, Mike Dean. Mike Dean's not even in charge today. Give it to him anyway. Give it him. Fabs, me. I'm not an option. I'm going to strike that from the record. Who else we got? Noble, Rice. Kafal worked hard for me. Fair. Fornals, second nomination there for Pablo Fornals. Fornals. Who else we got? Kufal, desperate effort. They've all been poor. Fabianski, Fornals, another one. I still am not included. Everton played a perfect game against us. I strongly agree. Again, I'm not included, Wally. I appreciate it. Fornals. What else we got? Injury to Cresswell lands the real story today. Yes, bad. It's bad for the running. Bad for the running. Very annoying for the running. Charlie for nope. Nope. Mark Noble's hairline for me personally, big. It's holding as much as it can. Holding as much as it can. I'm just going to skip over anyone saying me because it's just bollocks. Great stream. Thank you, Alan, for coming. Thank you. I'm so sick of this same Fornals. I'm going to say, I'm going to call it there. It seems to me like the man of the match today is Pablo Fornals. Congratulations, Pablo, for your man of the match award. You got the most votes, apart from me, but I don't count. I appreciate it. And Wally World with the 10. Thank you very much, my liege. The important thing to take away is Ryan Fredericks, West Ham captain. It's very true. It's very, very true. It's the thing we truly need in life, you know? It's the thing we truly need in life. We are a minute and a half away from full time on my screen. It'll be very close for yours. But let's all just remember that this was the day Ryan Fredericks captained West Ham United, the 9th of May, 2021. It happened. It happened. But thank you very much, Wally. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, my friend. I think they might have said like Nobles would be too much at stake. Maybe. We will, of course, be live once again very, very soon with the review of the game. We'll see. When a second it comes up, I'll lob it in the chat for us all to watch. A new date for the tattoo. Yes, exactly. You gotta, you gotta make sure it's there. We're throwing everything at it right at the end here. But I don't, it's just not going to happen. Antonio's on the ball down the left-hand side. He does well to cut in. Puts it into a not bad area, but no real pace or height on it. No one's ever going to get on that apart from Everton. He has a second opportunity. That is a bad cross. High and wide. It's ending disappointingly here. West Ham United 0, Everton 1. Subscribe if you're new around here. Like the video. Make today worth something. If not points, then vibes. Stress. Got to see you. Exactly. You got to get. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. Full-time whistle has now blown. It's West Ham United 0, Everton 1. Thank you, everyone, for coming. As I said, I'm here every single time. I'm just waiting for Gio to set up the review. Once I have that link, you'll be getting it. How can we have 70% session not hit the target? Unreal, isn't it? It's unreal. Unreal effort. Thank you very much for coming. Roman Abramovich has joined us, ladies and gentlemen. To all West Ham fans, Chelsea shirts are 50% off only for y'all. Grab them while you can and join the Russian fam. Well, I appreciate the offer, Roman, but I don't think anyone's probably going to take you up on that. I'm now attempting to grab the link. Give me 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, here you go. If you want to see a review, here it is. The link is popping into the chat right now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mike. Appreciate you coming. There you go. Here is the link. The Gio and Gonzo's live review. It's West Ham United 0. It's Everton 1. It's stress. Thank you very much for coming. Subscribe if you're around here. Like the video. We will be back next week. Every single game. We always do a watch along. But until then, enjoy the review. Go and see, someone else talk about it. That's not me who actually has intelligence. All right. Cheers, everyone. Bye.